So we had just found a boy in a well that stole our stuff, and now he ran off again. Supposedly his dad is very rich, and also kidnapped, supposedly. Trying to get our backpack back. Hopefully, yeah. I mean, hopefully. I'm not sure if we'll ever get it back until the end of the game. To be honest, like her backpack's the thing preventing her from using her phone to just. Her backpack's the reason why she can't leave here without her dad giving her money for fare or anything. I'm doing okay, Sohn. How are you doing? So how are you doing, Dark Data? Okay, so he ran off. We helped him out of the well, and he ran off. This doesn't anywhere tell us where we want to go now, right? Does it even show where we are? It's gotta show where we are. Oh, there we are. It doesn't show us where we want to go, but we'll figure it out. There's not many directions to go. Plus, this game has already kind of been like railroading you, so you can't explore too far off the beaten path.
Matthew.
That you kind of have to go where it wants you to go. Oh, Aaron just said, let's go to Dad's place. Sorry, I should have read that out loud, but some woman apparently wanted it stolen, didn't she? Oh yeah, some woman did. Quite the year so far. Hopefully you get stuff you want done instead of doing things that need to be done. Yeah, I understand. Can't believe we're halfway through February.
Yo, Ashley. Hey. I'm sorry
Oh,
about
is this
earlier.
another one of your rude friends, or is she gonna be nice?
No worries.
She already
I'm
looks like
already
she's
over
not
it.
happy.
Thanks for being cool about it.
Did you find the music player?
No, not yet.
I hope you find it soon.
Oh, never mind.
Hello.
You seem nice.
You were at the camp earlier, weren't you? I forget your name.
Janet.
Janet Rice.
Ashley, right? I heard from Tommy. So you got into a fight with Elizabeth, huh?
I got angry and said some stuff.
She
Probably went
started
too
it.
far, though. Don't worry. She's always that way.
Oh. Wow.
What a reaction. Oh. Wow.
But getting into a fight the first time you meet her? That's brave.
I thought the
She-
same thing.
I mean, that's brave.
You're both friends with Elizabeth, aren't you?
Yeah?
Wow.
Wow.
I like her response to everything, just wow.
You're thinking, how are they friends with someone like that?
Almost word for word.
Well, we know the real Elizabeth. She's really talented. Plus, she's got a great taste in music. And killer
Okay. But I don't care how good somebody is at a thing and how great their taste and style is if they're just an asshole. Like,
That's why the three of us started a band together. And we entered our band into a contest.
what, want to give me another topic? No? Okay. Band.
What do you two play?
I play guitar. Janet's on drums.
Sings.
What about Elizabeth?
Oh, keyboard and
Keyboard and
vocals.
vocals.
Oh, interesting.
We're really just doing it for fun, though.
Not true. You play guitar like a rock star. The girls that come to our shows all swoon over Tommy.
Oh, come on, knock it off.
So what's this contest you're in? Is it the Big Deal Band Contest?
That's it, yeah. That contest is the quickest way to get a recording contract.
Signed?
Of course.
Oh, okay, cool. So these two are going to be in the contest too, but so is Elizabeth. I play guitar too.
Oh yeah? Right on. No wonder you knew about the contest.
You ought to play with us sometime, Ashley.
I left my guitar at home.
I don't know if
But sure,
Elizabeth
if I
will be
get a
cool with that,
chance.
but
Looking forward to it.
Hey, sorry. We gotta get going. Practice
oh
time,
god,
you
I
know?
just got flashbacks to the character from Kingdom Hearts 2. I can't remember his name. From Twilight Town. Ends everything in the sentence of, you know? So I gotta get going. Practice time, you know? See you later, Ashley,
later,
you
Ashley.
know?
See ya.
Bye. Band practice. I'm so jealous. I'd love to be able to play my guitar right now.
Oh, Ashley, at least you didn't bring your guitar with you, because it might have gotten stolen. And guitars ain't cheap. I would know. I have one. I cannot play it well. And it is, honestly, at this point, kind of old, because I got it in high school, I believe. High school or college. I was probably around, like... No, I did have it in high school. So I would have been, like, 16, 17, 18. It would have been almost a couple decades ago. But I have one. I haven't upkeeped it, so it's probably, at the very least, way out of tune. I don't know what else might be bad at this point. Where is... Over here? No. I passed them, I guess. Oh, no, over here. Duh. Something Cub. Maybe you'll see when I click them. The drummer in Tommy's band. I saw her a few times near the campground, but I didn't really know. I didn't know who she was then. And if I had talked to her, I realized she was really friendly and fun to be around. Maybe that's why she gets along with Elizabeth so well. She could see Elizabeth's good side while taking her spoiled side in stride. She's a really big heart too. She must, given how long she's been friends with Elizabeth. Things got heated between Elizabeth and me after just a minute, so Janet seems all the more incredible. I like hanging out with her. We both love talking about music, so I feel like we're going to be good friends. Oh, you already feel like we're going to be friends? What does that say? Marmot Cub Trout? Troop, probably. Marmot Cub Troop? I don't know what that is. Maybe that's the name of their band, but that's a kind of dumb band name, to be honest. Like, I mean, I guess the name's a name, but, like, I can't imagine me, like, oh, my favorite band is Marmot Cub Troop. Okay, so we need to go back to, see Dad, but will it let us go this way at all? Probably not.
So that's
Maybe.
the boathouse. That's Matthew. What's he doing hanging around here?
Your backpack. Oh, it's not your backpack. It's a backpack.
What are you doing here?
Ashley! I had your bag right here, but now it's missing.
What?
I promised that lady I'd give her the bag tonight. She was gonna tell me about my dad. She tricked me. She was lying to me from the start. I'm sorry for losing your bag. No, for stealing it, then losing it.
Oh, an apology. How you've grown since last we spoke.
Well, you did rescue me and all, so I wanted to
Quick
return your
tackle him
bag.
before he sees you. Well, it seems like we don't have to tackle him, but like...
I was a little harsh on you earlier. I'm sorry. I should have
Ashley, I don't think you owe him an apology. He still hasn't gotten you back your bag. Like, yeah, he apologized, but like... You have
You're
every
saying he
right to,
gave me-
like, what you said. Like, he shouldn't even gotten upset with what you said.
There could be some truth to it. I'm not like everyone else. But maybe I'm not as mature as I'd like to think either.
Ashley, I'm sorry. But I did lie. My dad did go missing 5 years ago.
But he's not rich.
That part's true. There are people who choose to disappear, I know. But not my dad. Something happened to him. I waited by the door for him every day. And even when it started to
Wow,
make
this
my
is
mom
becoming really depressing. This is like Fry's dog in Futurama. Sorry if you haven't seen that. And sorry if you have seen that.
And then one day, she got so mad she started yelling, and then she burst into tears. That's when I finally decided to give it up. But she got sick. She was admitted to the hospital.
Matthew, did your father go out to get milk? Is that what happened? You're waiting for him to get back from getting milk?
It's okay.
After she died, all I wanted
Oh,
was
that's
to see my
depressing.
dad again. So, I decided to come look for him.
I get it, Matthew.
Who do you live with?
I
Oh,
really
I think you
do.
said you live with your uncle or
I'm
something, or
going to
aunt
find
or
him,
something.
no matter what.
I know how you feel, but it's still not okay to run away from home. Your
Uncle,
uncle
yeah.
must be worried. You should call him.
I know. I just need a little more time. I'm so close to finding something that will lead to my dad. I mean, I already found that guy in the sunglasses.
Is that who you saw while you were hiding?
He's behind it all. I just know it. He's been snooping all around Lake Juliet. He's gotta be working with the lady who had me steal your bag.
Oh, what?
He must be. He's so suspicious. This boathouse is the only place I didn't search.
Oh,
last
he
year.
must be working with her because he's suspicious. I mean, he could be suspicious for a different reason.
That guy's going around covering his tracks.
Are you for real right now?
My dad built this boathouse, so I'm gonna take a look around inside.
By yourself? No, no, no. That guy might be in there. What?
If you're so worried about me, you could always tag along.
You're not leaving me much choice, are you? It's not like Dad needs his hat right this minute. Okay, fine. I'll search the boathouse with you, but then I'm done.
Great. Thanks, Ashley.
Let's go have a look.
Yeah!
How
Nope.
about this?
Well, let me go or look around that side. Guess it probably won't let me look around the other side. Can I examine this stuff? No. Oh, what now? Oh, new character and a character updated. As his dad really has been kidnapped for 5 years, but he wasn't actually missing for 5 years, but was actually kidnapped. Matthew has no idea what happened to him or where he is now, but he's so desperate to find out that he ran away from home. Hope he finds his dad soon. Matthew's mom died from an illness. Seems like before she died, she was mad that Matthew cared so much about his missing dad, but why? Always crying and always angry. I wonder if she had a reason to want Matthew to give up on his dad. I guess she wanted to protect him. Since Matthew was so heartbroken about his dad, I can only imagine how sad she felt when she got ill and was forced to leave her son's side. So.
Locked. Figures.
What do we do?
Maybe my key card. No good. There must be some way in. The Ras.
Ras is reacting to something. It's just like what happened
Maybe.
back at the guest house. And to hack our way in. Oops. Sorry, I got my buttons mixed up. Oh, they change. Oh, I have to hold! Sneaky. Oh, I let go too early and it wouldn't let me repress it. Wow, this is sad. There we go. Fact that our companion, the first game, is a ghost feels kind of jarring, as you have no indication of anything supernatural so far in this one.
All right.
I don't know. I think the Another Code itself feels pretty much supernatural. That's not realistically how anything can work, as well as this bracelet. But I get what you mean.
Now, let's search the boathouse.
Wow, that's a handy little device. What is it?
Apparently my mom made it. She was a scientist.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. But on the night of my 3rd birthday, someone shot her while trying to steal her research. She died.
You were told who shot her.
Real twist ending.
I guess
huh?
you did. You might
I'm
as well say
sorry.
something. Someone he doesn't know who. And be confusing to explain everything about Bill's relationship to the family. Okay, time to explore boathouse. Fish. So we can learn about your dad. All right. To schedule a bunch of notes. I guess this is how the people who worked here kept track of things. Looks like a notebook for managing reservations. The page is open as names of guests who made reservation each month. Someone's left a can of juice out. How long has it been here? Maybe since the boathouse is closed? To you. There's a picture of a big yacht here. Do they also rent yachts? Wait, this wasn't taken at the lake. You can see the horizon. Oh, I didn't think it'd let me actually go through the door. So let's just go outside? Kinda.
So this is where it lets out. The air's so fresh.
Yeah,
And what of
a little
you?
techie size. Supernatural and was just also a ghost. Yeah. I mean, they never really explained why there was a ghost anyways. Like, why... They explained who he was, but not why he existed as a ghost, so...
Wow, no kidding.
Look at that tower, so tall. Is that Big Ben?
That clock tower. I've seen it before.
Brain blast. Wow. That felt unnecessary, but sure.
That's right. I was here with Mom.
Ashley? Ashley?
Huh?
Check it out! There's something in the water.
What in the world is it?
Is that a briefcase? I wonder where it came from. Wait, that looked just like the briefcase my dad used to use. We should drag it in and see what's inside. Need some kind of tool, right? Let's check the boathouse. Good idea.
Yeah.
Oi, it's 11. Bong. The briefcase out of the water. I don't know. Have you tried your bracelet? I guess we've only had the bracelet unlock stuff, and if that's all the bracelet does is just a fancy lockpick, like, that's gonna be kind of disappointing. Certificate of business permit for the boathouse. They used to rent out gear. Probably did pretty good business. Is this some sort of fish burger? Is this place still around? I kind of want to check it out. I mean, a fish burger. It's a fish sandwich, you... really? It's a salmon and rice. Oh, that sounds good. Open August 14th. I don't know what the date is. It says how many people are allowed to on a boat. That's a lot of taxes to say how many people can be on a boat. Sea serpent in Lake Juliet. Shadow looms large on the lake. Sea serpent? Seriously? No way I'm believing that.
What?
That doesn't look like a serpent. That looks like a Nessie thing. Cleaning service 9 a.m. Trash pickup Fridays. Looks like a note. It's a piece of paper pinned to the bulletin board. The list of winning lottery numbers from 1999 for the 21st lottery round to the 30th. This lottery ticket looks old. What did this one say? Oh, I can't see now. Because it wasn't important. I can see here. It was the cleaning service. Okay. It doesn't matter, I guess. All pamphlets and shelves are dusty. There's an article of the image in the winner of 1999's 26th lottery round.
Ashley.
This is my dad. So dad really did win the lottery, didn't he? Just Mr. Crusoe exclaims, the winning numbers are just the numbers that spell my name on a phone at my age. Incredible that these numbers worked. I guess they're all my lucky numbers now. I didn't know you used to be able to fish in the lake. Well, why not? It's a lake. Some visitors left notes. Landed some real lunkers, and I'll be back next year. Huh, fun. Oh, did it update my, yeah, update with a picture. Okay. There's a large amount of fish on the wall. That is a big fish. Fish are so weird looking when you think about it. These are files and guests, different boats. There's a lot of files, a ton of different kinds of documents. Hoarding storage. Can I get the briefcase with an oar? Probably not. Probably not, right? Yeah, probably not, huh? Is this being repaired? I wonder if we could throw this life preserver onto the briefcase. Or it's too heavy to throw.
Good, huh?
Window is open. Check the last article on the board. It didn't look like it let me click it. I guess that's why we call it a boathouse. Kind of fun to think about all the fun trips these boats have taken people on. I guess all the supplies for the boathouse. Yeah, there are oil tanks and cans of paint. That must be it. There's something in my eye. I probably shouldn't go around opening sealed cardboard boxes. These canisters look empty. I don't think there's any way we can use this. Remote control boat. Maybe we can use this. Well, that'd be clever. Stride. Did someone forget to clean all this up? Did I not check the, oh, here we go. Hey, fishing rod, maybe we can use this. Or maybe not, it's broken.
Good.
We could try to lasso it, but this might not be long enough. Like we're scattered around. Yeah, the rod on the floor looks like we cannot pick it up because it's broken. Pull? I don't think we'll be able to reach it. This will be able to reach it. Okay. So it looks like the RC car is the only thing. Wait, there's a step ladder. Oh, it's set up so you just open the shutter door and you're right on the lake. Just for emergencies or something? Rescuing people who fall into the lake? Try using remote control block to get to the briefcase. Use the RC boat to drag the briefcase floating in the lake all the way to the pier. You can operate the RC boat with L. Or the left stick, sorry. Catch the handle of the briefcase with the anchor on the back of the RC boat. The drag it back to the pier while avoiding obstacles. If you get stuck on an obstacle, press X to restart from the beginning. Come on! I just love when you have to weird two solutions to puzzle games. Come on. There we go. No. No. Don't get stuck on anything. It's not close. There we go. Well, I'm sure they'll never have me do that again.
We did it! This is my dad's briefcase.
Hurry and open it.
Hold on. It could be bad if someone finds us out here. Let's open it in the boathouse.
Good call.
Well, what if somebody sees you doing the... Oh! Hello, ghost. There's a ghost, Dark Data. Are you happy? Well, that ghost had feet, so I don't know. Supernatural in some way, though.
The briefcase is locked.
Looks like a combination lock. Don't suppose you know the code?
Sure don't.
Then what can we
Spoke too soon. You willed it into the universe. The rest won't open. I can mess with us all I want, but without the combination, there's not much point. There should be some way, right? Like the briefcase is still wet. Look the combination, 8-digit code, huh? So now we will ever get this open, Matthew. I don't have any way to figure out 8 random numbers. 8 numbers. Oh, I know.
Huh.
My dad used to talk about some numbers he always remembered. Yeah, his lucky numbers, lottery winning things. Told me before he came to the boathouse before. Called them his lucky numbers, and there are 8 of them. That must be it. Maybe we can find out
Matthew.
more about them if we look around. Hope we find something. Okay, well, what did it say they were? They had lottery numbers. What one did it say they were? So numbers spells name, then his age. His age at this time? I assume his age at this time. Which is 1999. Do we have his age? Age. Is there anything here that said? No. Oh. His is the 26th, so 27876330. Let me write that down. Got it. Huh? Nope, not that. Okay. 2. Oh, this is so slow. 7. 6. 7. 787. Oops. 2787. Should go the other way. 6. 330. Is that the bear or whatever from
Looks like a floppy disk.
Danganronpa? Let's go floppy disk. Oh god,
floppy
these zoomer? I guess I don't know. You don't know what a floppy disk is.
It's like a USB drive for old computers. They don't really
Do you have
use
to
them
compare it to
anymore.
USB drive? It's a disk that stores data on an old computer. I wouldn't say it's like a USB drive, but I'm sure, I guess.
There might be something useful, but I will
Yeah,
delete it.
who has a floppy drive?
What's your dad's name?
When does this take place in? 2000. 2 years after the previous one. Was 2008? I don't remember. Either way, nobody's gonna have floppy drive then.
Michael Crusoe.
There's a name on the disc. The handwriting's a little messy, but it looks like it could be his. The logo here could be some sort of clue too.
That's the logo for my dad's company.
There's a box.
That's a test tube. Maybe he was doing some experiments?
It says water quality test kit. Was your dad's job to test water quality?
I don't know.
Let's see. There's this stuffed animal. Is this a bunny? It's kind of cute.
That's Kelly's.
Who's Kelly?
Oh, you have a
My little
sister. You
sister.
never mentioned her.
You have a little
So why does this
sister?
thing have a zipper in it? Is it a pouch?
Yeah.
Let's take this to my dad's place.
What for?
He's a scientist at JC Valley.
Wow, your dad's a scientist too.
Yeah, And he'll have a computer we can use. We can look up some of this stuff we
Yeah,
found.
I mean, maybe he has floppy disks. It seems like a stretch if he has floppy disk drive, but like...
That sounds great. I've always wanted to see a science lab. Let's go.
Probably keep your expectations low.
Is someone in there?
That's Dan's voice.
What do we do? He'll catch me.
Take the briefcase and hide.
Okay.
I need helping him hide.
Ashley?
Congrats, you look very sus, Ashley.
Oh. Hi, Dan.
Why are you hanging out here of all places?
Well,
The door's supposed to be locked.
it was open when I got here.
Weird. I wonder who could have opened it.
No idea, but it was wide open.
Okay, I get it. But what are you
I
doing in
didn't
here?
say it was for the floppy drive. That yeah, true. But like, I figure at some point we need to read that floppy drive. Otherwise, why would they have it in the game if it's not relevant? This looks. Looking for my bag sounds compelling.
Looking for my bag.
Here?
Sure. Here, there, everywhere. It's got my whole life in it.
Well, okay. I haven't found your bag yet either. but
Sure
I
you will.
Thank you.
But listen, Ashley, no one
Too
is
late.
allowed in the boathouse. It's old and falling apart. It can be dangerous, so stay out, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, good job. Good job, Matthew.
What was that sound?
I didn't hear anything. Hey, did you ever find that runaway?
No, I was actually out this way looking for him.
Oh, yeah?
Doesn't look like he's here, though.
What will you do when you find...
Hand him over to the police. It's their job at that point.
Oh. Okay.
We found him in an old house last year. Things got kind of rough. His family came to get him and caused quite the ruckus. They were all shouting at each other. Even the police didn't know how to deal with that one.
Maybe he has his reasons for wanting to run away.
I wouldn't doubt it. That kid's been through a lot.
Like what?
I already forgot what he said do with them if he handed to the police. Okay.
Well, let's see. His dad was the president of a resort development company.
Resort development?
Crusoe Resort. Went under about 5 years ago. They bought up the land around here, built the campsite, the cottages, and turned it into a tourist spot. But then, things went south. They went bankrupt after a while. The company's building is still near JC Valley, though.
Oh. Interesting.
This boathouse used to belong to Crusoe Resort, too. It's property of the lab now, though. It's strange how something like a rumor was all it took to shut it down. Come to think of it, when Crusoe started developing here, they tried to buy that old clock tower too. But I guess something on the business end didn't work out. Soon after, that clock's bell told its last.
I'll just go in order. Hey there, Dragon. Welcome.
Where's the old house?
It's just past the boathouse. Take a right. It's vacant now, but a famous photographer used to live
At
in.
what place? The old house.
A famous photographer.
Yep, moved here from New York 9 years ago. Moved out, what, maybe 5 years back?
Everything
The house has
happened
been
5
vacant
years
ever
ago.
since.
So what's
How are you,
this
Dragon?
rumor you mentioned? What do people say about this old boathouse?
That it's haunted.
Haunted?
It's just a story, but not all that surprising.
Why? Did something happen?
Oh, it's just...
It's that. That's the
Who's
ghost.
that?
Oh well, get out of here, Dan.
I should check it out.
Matthew, what are you doing? Why did the clock stop?
The family that owns it kept it in working order for generations. But 5 years ago, the last surviving member stopped it. Sealed it up tight so no one could get in. They were getting old as it was. And then, after the incident...
What happened?
It's nothing. Just an old story.
I want to know what happened, but
No, it's
Now
not
is-
this time. Sorry.
That's my phone. I need to get back. See, Ashley, don't come in here again, okay?
Matthew?
Good, glad to hear it.
Where'd you go?
Almost done with this game, been enjoying it. Glad to hear. Oh, does that mean chapter end? Chapter 3. So we want to at least get through chapter 4 tonight, I think. If we want to finish by March. Of course, not all chapters are the same length, so the further we can get, the better.
I wonder what exactly happened here 5 years ago. Did it have something to do with Matthew's dad? Could that be the reason he disappeared? I
Yeah,
need to find
something
Matthew.
happened 5 years ago.
Where could he be? What did Dan say about where Matthew went last year? Something about finding Matthew in an old house near here.
Burb. Ducks, I think. Ducks, come over here. They're getting closer, I think. Never mind, now they're drifting backwards. They're not going to get any closer. Dang, I wanted to pet the ducks. Cue the clock tower theme. Jam the phone. Matthew probably didn't go that way. Oh. New chapter, new things. On my way to Dan's cottage to drop off the hat he forgot, I found Matthew. My first thought was to catch him and make him give me back my bag, but he ran away from me and got stuck in a well behind an abandoned building. Who hides in a well? I learned a lot talking to Matthew, like why he stole my bag and why he ran away from home. He's not just a random criminal jerk like I thought. I decided to help him look for his dad when I realized he was basically me 2 years ago. We searched the boathouse on the shore that had been all sealed up and found his dad Michael's briefcase. While we were looking through it, Dan almost caught us, but I distracted him and Matthew sneaking away. That reminds me though, Dan mentioned something happened with the clock tower 5 years ago. As we explored the lakeshore, I remembered some more stuff about Mom. It's pretty little in the memory. I was pretty little in the memory, but I was worried about her, like she seemed different or something. On the shore of Lake Julia, I had another memory about Mom from 13 years ago. I saw her staring silently out at the lake, holding my hand. What was she thinking? I don't remember the details. It felt like she was different somehow right then. Did something happen to her that day? The boy's name is Matthew after all. He ran away to the lake and caught him after he fell into a well by an abandoned building. Well, I guess rescued is closer to the truth. When Matthew told me he was looking for his dad who had gone missing, I was sympathetic right away. I totally get wanting to find your father, but I didn't trust him at first, said mean things to him. Can't make that up to him exactly, but I can't help him look for clues about his dad. I mean, look at this poor kid. All alone with his mom, dad, and his dad missing. Can't just do nothing. I mean, that was you, all alone with your mom. Well, you weren't alone. You had your aunt. And he wasn't alone, he had his uncle, so... A suspicious-seeming guy in a black suit and sunglasses. When Gina and Ian asked me to take Dad's hat back to him, they warned me to be careful about this creepy guy hanging around the area. When I spotted him, he didn't look like a local, so I figured this was who they were talking about. Matthew's been keeping tabs on him, I guess because he thinks that the guy might be connected to his dad's disappearance, but snooping around the lake doesn't prove anything. He seems less like a culprit and more like a detective or somebody following the case, but that's just a gut feeling. Who is he? What's he doing here? Is he connected to Matthew's dad somehow? Dan spoke to me at the campsite when he showed me a piece of Matthew. Oh, that'd be terrifying. When he showed me a picture of Matthew, and I confirmed that he was the one who stole my bag, he told me that Matthew had run away from home 3 days ago, not for the first time. When Dan said he's been asked to find him, at the time I didn't know anything about Matthew, and I thought he was just a runaway troublemaker. But I was wrong. He had good reasons for running away. When Dad came to the boathouse, Matthew was actually with me, and I felt a little bad for not saying anything. But I wanted to help Matthew because I know what it's like to want to see your dad. I was really nervous talking to Dan, but I did find out some stuff about Lake Juliet, like Clock Tower and Michael's company, Crusoe Resort, so it was a good thing in the end I talked to him. A college student works part-time at the guest house. Tommy's in a band with Janet and Elizabeth playing lead guitar and writing all their songs. Janet says he's good enough to be a pro guitarist. I'm pretty impressed that he also writes the music. Guess he's also really popular with the fans of the band. It's weird to think the slackers always taking breaks in the storage room is, like, cool. Really? You would think the cool kid would be the one that's, like, slacking off. But okay. That being said, I haven't heard their music, and as a fellow guitarist, I'm really curious to hear how it plays. The drummer in Tommy's band, she's really friendly and fun to be around. She told me there are bands entering the Big Deal Band Contest. I'm going to enter too, but according to her, their goal isn't just to enter. She wants to enter, win, and get a record deal. And winning this contest is the quickest way to make that happen. Tommy has different motivation, but seeing Janet's ambition really makes me want to dig down deep and give it my all. Rock on, Janet. The keyboardist and vocalist for Tommy's band. She's also the daughter of Rex, the director of J.C. Valley. When I first saw her at the campground, she was busy, so I didn't have a chance to say hi. Later I did, and I regretted it. Turns out she's the worst. The first time we spoke, she ignored what I had to say and talked down to me the whole time. Just wanted to say hi. My mistake, I guess. I just don't get her. Her dad is my dad's boss, so I have to be careful what I say to her. How frustrating. If it weren't for that, I would have let her have it. I wish I could. I can't believe she's friends with Tommy and Janet. They make a big deal about her taste in music and fashion. I can't just look past her personality and appreciate that stuff. Why did I even come here again? Rex Alfred. The director of J.C. Valley, that's where Dad works. He's Elizabeth's father. Turns out he's Dad's boss, and that means I had better behave in front of him. He's a little intimidating, too. Who wears a suit to a cookout? All he talks about is work, so I figured he would not want to talk to a teenager. And in fact, he spent the whole cookout talking to Sophia. Don't exactly know why, but I get the feeling there's something going on between them. Interesting. Are they having an affair? Gina is another one of Dad's research colleagues. When I needed to take Dad's hat back to him, she jumped in to remind me to be specific with his... She stepped in to remind Ian to be as specific with instructions that had never been here. She also told me that there was some shady guy in glasses hanging around the boathouse, so I was ready to hide away when I saw him at the lakeshore. Gina's great. She's kind of considerate, the kind of person I want to be as an adult. She's also really cute, to be honest. Ian is another researcher who works with Dad. While cleaning up after the cookout, he noticed Dad forgot his hat, so he asked me to bring it to his cottage. I bet Dad's doing stuff like this all the time, forgetting things and imposing on everyone else for help. Ian told me how to find the cottage and also warned me to stay away from the out-of-service boathouse. But when I met Matthew and wound up sneaking in, I don't want Ian to worry, so maybe I won't tell him I went inside. A researcher at J.C. Valley, she's one of Dad's coworkers. She was the first person I met at the cookout Dad invited me to. She has a grown-up sort of elegance and real beauty to her. She also seems a little hard to approach. Even if my impression was wrong, she was talking to Rex about work the whole time, and I didn't have the courage to butt in. She works with Dad, so I should really try to say hi to her at some point. But how should I go about approaching her? What if she doesn't want to talk to me? I guess I won't know until I try, but it makes me a little nervous. And dog. A large dog is hanging out with Matthew. They get along pretty well, but it isn't his pet. He said it just started following him around near the campground. It's too well behaved to be a wild animal, so I guess someone must really be worried about the lost dog right now. Next time I see it, I should try and befriend it so I can give it all the cuddles. Also has no eyes. No visible eyes. What if it's just a person in a costume? That'd be terrifying. Oh, Michael and Kelly still. Here's Michael. Oh, well, there's Kelly. Kelly Crusoe, Matthew's little sister. She loves stuffed animals. A strange little rabbit in her father's briefcase was kind of cute. I guess I could see why she liked it. That one must be her favorite, in fact. It was falling apart, so you can tell just how much she loves it. What else? Michael? Oh, the dad. Matthew's dad was the president of a resort company, so I guess the super rich part was actually true. The company was called Crusoe Resort, and they were trying to make Lake Juliet into a tourist trap with stuff like the campground and boathouse. There was some kind of trouble, and the company went bankrupt 5 years ago. Maybe that's why Michael went missing. The clock tower was also sealed up 5 years ago, and Michael disappeared 5 years ago. What else happened here 5 years ago? What if he's sealed in the lighthouse? He'd be dead then. Kind of dog be like that with hidden eyes. Yeah, I mean, we've always had, not always had, because I didn't grow up, we didn't have dogs in my family until I was, I don't know, 17 maybe? But as long as we've had dogs, my family has had hypoallergenic dogs, because my mom doesn't want dogs that shed. Nobody has allergies, she just doesn't want dogs that shed. And so those are the type of dogs that have hair that just grow endlessly, and you have to get them haircuts. And so yeah, their eyes get buried behind their hair if you don't give them a haircut regularly. Go for that way. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't trying to get that way, but sure. We'll just go this way. Usually you still can kind of see the eyes between the hairs. Like, I think it was more for art style that they just didn't make any eyes visible behind that. Where they... So you don't want me to go that way. What if it's back towards the abandoned building? That's not where I'm trying to go. I'll turn around. And the fact that the dog doesn't seem to have an owner around might be just why it's kind of getting overgrown with hair. Like, I wouldn't let... I would want my dog to have a haircut before then if I personally had a dog. Because I think it kind of sucks. The dog can't see well. I mean, they use their sense of smell more anyways, but like, her vision is going to be greatly impaired by all that hair. What would be hilarious is if he fell in the well again. I don't think they're gonna do that, but that'll be hilarious if he's in the well again. Is that gate open? Oh, I didn't see which gate. I'll have to check because he's not here. I kind of was hoping he just went back and managed to get stuck in the well again. That could just be his character trait, getting stuck in wells. Yeah, on the left here. Further. Over here? If you mean here, the fence is still up. On the map, I don't see anything else over there. I guess I'll head back to the check-in lodge. I haven't found anything to recycle. Actually, let me is that at the other end? Is that what I want to do? I want to eat some of our snacks.
Yeah.
Crisp, sweet, and all around satisfying cookie experience. Sometimes if I don't have any chocolate chip cookies handy, I'll eat regular chocolate and plain cookies. Kind of like a DIY chocolate chip cookie. That's interesting choice, but okay. Isn't here, so I could probably go in if I wanted. Shouldn't go in there without permission. Probably that just flavor text while eating the snacks. I think it's just, yeah, it's just for funsies. I don't know. I don't remember if there was. I don't think there's achievements in this game. So I don't think there's really a point in does this path go anywhere? I don't think there's really a need to have the snacks, but I got the snacks anyways, and considering they're consumable, I don't think they could be used for a puzzle because you can't buy more. So I just thought every so often I might have a snack. Live vicariously through Ashley being able to just have junk food whenever. So I should maybe pick up some like cookies or something next time I'm at the store. I don't really have any. So I shouldn't have cookies, but like I don't have much left in terms of sweets. I haven't bought any in a couple months because I got candy and stuff from Christmas that I've been working my way through. I'm kind of running out. Okay, so this was not the way. So yeah, maybe you saw something I didn't see, Dark Data. Because that around there is like the only thing. It won't let me go to the campground. Or the campsite. The whole place is the campground. But like they implied I want to go to the house. Which is, I assume over here. Here, let's go. Nothing this way. Let's go down this path again. Past the covered bridge first on the right. Covered bridge. Was her dad's house? Oh. Yeah, but it won't let me go in the direction of all that. Right? Or did I miss a path before it follows me out? Oh, right up here? Here we go. The photographer's house Dan told me about. Let me in.
The door's open. Is Matthew in here?
Hello? Anyone in here? Sounds like no one's home. Touring all the buildings uninvited today. I mean, this is the only place to go. Well, this is a photo of the clock tower. Looks like they took this photo from it in front of this house. Who is this?
Huh?
These photos of the lake are all gorgeous. That's a big kettle. I bet you could boil all sorts of water in that thing. No one's living here, but they didn't move out either. There's still dishes in the sink. Did something happen while they were washing the dishes? Matthew, you in here?
What's this?
Oh.
Looks like Matthew's dad's briefcase. Matthew's gotta be around here.
Nope, not there. Oh, yeah, I'm just taking that, I guess. Just remembered, we don't have any of these for a while still, right? Yeah, not until after the covered bridge. National Photo Contest Grand Prize, Gilbert Moss. It's a landscape photo, it's so pretty. Small photos hanging beside the newspaper articles. These articles aren't about anything worth mentioning. It's an article about someone named Gilbert Moss. It says he's living in Lake Juliet. Dated September 9th, 1998. Not a very recent photo. Report. Briefcase full of money. This bag for holding a camera? It seems kind of big. I suppose you need room for extra lenses and film and all that. These four are just beautiful. I'd love to have a pretty portrait like these taken for me. I think the top one is the sunset and the bottom is the sunrise. Scenery here is so pretty. Lots of stuff still here, but this hutch is empty. Whatever was in here must have been important if it's all they took when they left. This calendar is from 5 years ago. It was like time just stopped in here. Right, this is a tripod for holding the camera still, bigger than I thought. Photographers have to work pretty hard carrying all this gear around. Matthew must be. Oh, Matthew's in the house? Okay. Fireplace? No. A nice chair in front of the fireplace on a cold winter day. Sounds pretty great, honestly. So he must be in this room. But how? Bed? How would I move bed? What's that? What's that?
A trap door? Looks like stairs down to the basement. I
Oh,
should
probably
check it out.
needed a dark room to develop film.
Matthew?
Oh, Ashley.
Right idea,
I've been
wrong
trying to
direction.
find you.
Oh, there's not an attic, is there? Oh. It's an underground attic.
How'd you know I'd be here?
Dan gave me the idea. He said this is where they found you when you ran away last time.
You didn't tell him you'd seen me, did you? Does he know I'm here?
Of course not. Don't worry. He's looking for you, though. He said he'd take you to the police if he found you. This is a great spot to lay low. Basement hideout's a nice touch. How'd you find this place?
Some construction worker told me about it last year. Said a photographer used to live here. He'd take pictures of the lake all the time. But one day, he just disappeared and left all his stuff too.
Huh.
Was it 5 years
That's
ago?
strange.
I know it would be 5 years ago because he was found here 5 years ago, right?
Hey, is this you in the picture?
Yeah, and that's my family. I found it here last year.
Oh?
To miss the hunt.
Yeah.
Those two are my parents, Michael and Emily. And that one near mom is... That's you, right? You're so
Yeah.
little. And the girl on your dad's
Hey.
back is your little sister Kelly. Yeah.
Is that the stuffed animal that was in the briefcase?
Yeah, Kelly loved that stuffed bunny. She took it everywhere.
Stuffed bunny.
It's a great picture. You all look so happy.
Yeah, we were. We were really happy. Kelly and I laughed and played, and our parents laughed with us. Ashley? If Dan asks, please don't tell him where I am. He'll call the police, and they'll take me back to my uncle. And I never want to go back there again.
Look, Matthew. I understand how you feel, but you can't keep going like this.
Stuffed bunny. Also a fan of plaid.
So, this stuffed bunny's Kelly's? What was it doing in the briefcase, I wonder?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Why don't you hold on to it? Might help cheer you up if you're ever feeling lonely. What do you think?
No, you hang on to it.
Come on, you should have it.
I said no!
Huh?
Fine. Then I'll go with Ashley.
I already
Why
made
don't
that
you wanna
joke,
go back to
Dragon.
your uncle? You know, my dad went missing for years
Really?
before, too.
Oh, I thought I was gonna say
I lived
really.
with my aunt the whole time he was gone. I get it. So I can tell you one thing for sure. Your uncle must be really worried about you right now.
No way! He's not worried at all!
Matthew,
He hates me!
If he hates you,
Trust
he
me.
wouldn't have taken you in. Nobody forced him to.
He was going to
Oh,
send me to boarding
Okay,
school!
but I don't think that's because he hates you. He could literally... There's lots of options. It's going to be in the incredibly obvious zipper pocket. Matthew's dad. Or part of him.
Boarding school? What would that mean for you?
He's sending me to some school September.
London? Like in England?
Yeah,
That's basically the other side of the world.
I know. He said I need to learn how to be a responsible adult. But they have all these rules, and I have to live at the school
Still,
too.
I don't think that would mean he hates you, Matthew, because that's not cheap to send somebody to boarding school when he has no obligation to be your guardian.
I won't be able to come home until I graduate.
That's awful.
So, I didn't have a choice. I needed to run away. This is my last chance to find my dad.
Would it take way too long for it to occur to anyone to open?
If I get caught again, I'll never be able to come back.
I had no idea. Okay, I'll help you.
What?
You want to find out what happened to your dad, right? Let me help you. We'll do it together.
Really?
Oops.
Thanks, Ashley.
Absolutely, she said.
There is one thing, though. If we don't get anywhere today, you have to go back to your uncle. At least for now.
What? Why?
Think about it. Let's say you keep looking for your dad. What happens if you never find a lead?
Well,
What will you do?
I'll keep looking.
You'll just keep looking forever?
That's right. I'll never give up.
If that's how you feel, why not talk to your uncle about it? Tell him how serious you are. I'm sure he'll understand.
Okay.
Promise?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's start our search.
Okay.
Our first stop should be my dad's cottage. I've been thinking about how to read the disc from the briefcase. I bet we can check it out there.
Don't you think he'll report me?
Don't worry, he's at the lab.
You're sure?
Yep, positive. Let's go.
Yeah.
Plot twist, he's
Okay.
actually at the cabin. I wonder where Matthew's dad went. Or Matthew, hope we can get them back together. What's this, more photography equipment? This is a lot more photography than I realized. Chemicals, beakers, looks like a chemistry lab in here. Developing solution, fixing agent, chemicals for developing film, I guess. Do you soak your photos in this tray to develop them? A portable electric stove among the equipment for developing photos. Electric stove, is this for developing photos? Maybe they're just used to boil water for coffee or whatever while they're working. Not sure I like the idea of a toilet in the basement. But if you had to go in the middle of the night, creepy. I don't feel like they use this place for bathing, does it? Did they have another bathroom? This is film, Jessica showed me some once. Is it bad to leave it hanging out like this? What do you mean showed you once? You've never seen film otherwise? Weird place to hang photos. Did they get wet or something? Weren't they worried about the pictures falling in the tub? This thing controls the power for the house. Don't want to accidentally kill the power or anything, so I won't touch it. It sure is dusty. No one's used this in years. This is probably a camera bag. They probably need room for lenses and film and stuff, not just the camera. It's like zipper T bunny.
I can take the briefcase. Got it.
Not too heavy?
Nope. Good. I carried it this far, didn't I?
All right, it's all yours.
Let's go.
Oh, look like you're carrying it. Where is it? I don't think this is a wise idea to travel together. Like, just increase your chance of being caught.
Elizabeth?
Wait, what?
She's
What's
just
with
like
the
trying to
face?
hide behind her. Not very well.
Do you have a problem with me?
Not at all. Just surprised. I didn't expect to see you out here.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing here?
What do you mean? Why would you ask me that? It's none of your business.
Calm down. I was just making small talk. It doesn't take much to set you off, does it?
I didn't mean it like that. I was just taking a walk. Am I not allowed to go for a
I
walk?
just want to talk about your walk.
Is that so?
Let's go, Ashley.
Wait.
What?
Ugh, I knew it. You're that Crusoe resort kid.
Do you take solo walks often?
Sometimes, I guess.
Sounds relaxing. Any good trails around here?
Trails. No such thing.
Really? You're local. I thought you'd know. Oh, by the way, I saw Tommy and Janet earlier. They said they were headed to band practice. Are you going?
What? Right. I've got to skip this one. Errands to run.
Oh, that's too bad. You know Matthew?
Of course. Everyone around here does. He's the son of the president of Crusoe Resort.
What's with the attitude? So what if he's the president's son?
You clearly have no idea, so I'll enlighten you. You should know about Crusoe Resort. After all, they almost ruined the lake.
Ruined the lake?
Yeah, and it was his dad's fault. First, the jerk finds this beautiful lake. Then he buys up all the land he can to make this big resort.
So?
It's how he went about it. The construction ruined the environment here. They totally polluted the lake. Some people would do anything for money. Destroying nature to build a tourist trap?
Okay, but I mean, it's not
Unbelievable.
Matthew's fault.
Selfish people like that are the reason the earth
They
is
don't even
hurting.
care about the environment.
Oh, poor Mother Nature. Get it? That's the kind of person his dad is.
That's enough, Elizabeth.
I'm just telling the truth.
Even if that's true, it has nothing to do with Matthew.
Seriously? How can you walk around like nothing's wrong?
You don't
What?
have any proof. Stop lying.
Matthew?
Wow, you can really book it. It's kind of a comical run.
Whatever.
Okay, so we got updated several things. Matthew's dad is the president of a resort company, so I guess super rich part of it. And it's just new picture. Just new picture. Just new picture. Adorable. Okay, I guess we're running this way. There he is.
Oh.
Wow, he did not run that far. It looked like he booked it away a lot further than that. What?
Hey. Are you okay?
What do you think about what Elizabeth said?
I think she didn't have to be so rude. She kind of made me mad.
So you were shocked?
Well, yeah, a little. Do you know if that's true?
Everyone says it is.
But you don't believe it.
No.
But I get confused sometimes. I can't help but wonder if...
I've been here before. With my family.
Oh yeah? It's huge.
Yeah.
A special
This is
tree.
a special tree.
Oh, you talk about the special tree.
I remember Dad used to stand here and look out at the lake. He always seemed so calm.
You remember.
I just thought Dad liked the view. And then Now I'm not so sure. What was he thinking about when he stared out at the lake? And that's something I wonder about now.
I'd really love it if I could pollute this lake. Look at it there, so clean.
It sounds like this tree's important to you.
Yeah. I have so many memories of all of us together here.
What was your family like?
Dad was always busy working. When I'd ask him to play, he'd yell about being interrupted.
Oh,
Mom was always sick, so I used to take care of Kelly. We played together all the time. Kelly was cute, but she was a lot younger. She cried a lot.
being a big brother must be tough sometimes.
Yeah,
Hey, Matthew? Does Kelly live with your uncle too?
no. My uncle said she went to stay someplace a long way from here. I don't get to see her.
That sounds really lonely.
They're really separated.
Honestly, I just don't remember. I can't even remember the day my dad left. When I try, everything gets fuzzy. It's all a blank. Not the last thing he said before he left, or the look on his face.
Seeing Matthew like this reminds me so much of Dee. Something terrible must have happened to Matthew. Something that left a scar inside. Just like
Oh,
with Dee.
glad they're making that comparison because Matthew reminds me of Dee.
Listen, when I learned about my mom,
Actual D reference.
he said, even though facing the truth can be hard, in the end it's always for the best. What do you think?
You're right.
Like another memory shenanigans.
I need to know what Dad was thinking. That's why I have to find out what happened to him. The clock tower.
You want to check it out next? Let's take a look. Might find something. So let's go. What are you waiting for?
Nothing, I guess.
This is a camera angle. I feel like they're being watched. They are being watched. Is that the ghost of his sister? Hello? Little sis ghost? Where are you? Info is really helpful for people who have never been here before. It's a moonchild.
Oh, wow. It's so much taller up close.
Promise me, Matthew. Don't go near the clock tower.
You're told not to go near. You stay. I'll look.
Ashley,
Yeah?
I changed my mind. I don't want to go. I just have a really bad feeling.
It's okay. If you don't want to go, that's fine.
I'm really sorry.
Why don't you wait here while I take a look? Just let Dan find you.
Okay.
I'll let her go? I mean, sounds like it's something dangerous. Also, what is this? I don't know if they're a mermaid legend about Lake Juliet. I mean, they made a whole bronze statue, so maybe? Freshwater mermaids? Can't go over there. Okay.
Oh.
Ashley, see that clock tower? Your dad and I once went all the way to the top.
Why don't you take her all the way to the top?
I remember. It used to be open to everyone. I wonder if I can get in.
Here you have magic lockpick bracelet.
Nope. Not opening. And if I can't get in, I can't investigate.
Oh, is magic lockpick bracelet not gonna
No good.
do its magic lockpick thing?
Hey, you.
Oh, hey there. Electrical girl wand trio.
That was Matthew just now, wasn't it?
Is he after Matthew?
Do you have a moment?
Sure. But can I ask you a question first?
Go ahead.
How do you know about
Well, you
Matthew?
just told him that was Matthew.
Not just Matthew. I know about you too. Ashley Mizuki Robbins. The only child of Dr. Richard Robbins.
What? How'd you know
Yay.
that?
A good question.
Who are you?
That is
John
not
Smith.
your name. There is no way your name is John Smith. That is a fake name. John Smith. Sure, bud.
Seriously? John Smith? There is no way that's your real name.
Is that what you think?
What's this guy hiding? He's seriously...
The look, total mistrust of adults on the face of youth.
And
I
seriously
mean, I
weird.
distrust somebody
I'll tell
introduce
you this
themselves as
much.
John Smith.
I am not your enemy.
Especially if you're like a sketchy person. What is that hand pose?
I've always wanted to use that line.
I literally could not imagine a more suspicious person if I tried.
Hey now, have mercy.
Okay, let's cut the jokes. I'm not falling for whatever this is. How do you know about us? Who are you really? Now what are you doing?
Checking our perimeter. Can you keep a secret, Ashley?
Yeah, you're not gonna tell anything sensitive to this kid you just met.
Usually.
You cannot repeat what I'm about to tell you. The truth is,
What lie are you gonna say?
I'm a special agent. I'm looking into something that happened 5 years
I mean,
ago.
it sounds like what you are, so now I don't know if I believe you.
A special agent?
You look surprised. I know. Hearing special agent can be quite the shock.
Actually, I'm more interested in what happened 5 years ago.
That's what got your attention?
It has something to do with Matthew's dad, doesn't it? Tell me what you know. Please.
Ashley, did Matthew tell you what happened 5 years ago?
Huh? Why? What does he have to do with investigating the resort and the lake?
That's confidential. Information regarding the investigation is classified.
Then I won't tell you anything. I'll conduct my own investigation.
I would stop if I were you.
Why?
In this world, some truths are better left
Yeah,
undiscovered.
well, this is a game, so I need to discover all the truths.
Would you pass that message on to Matthew as well?
Me?
Tell him for me, Ashley.
Special agent, huh?
Okay, fine. Oh, wait. Need to see the entry for John Smith. Suspicious seeming guy in a black suit and sunglasses. When Jane and Ian asked me to take Dad's hat back to him, they warned me to be careful about this creepy guy hanging around the area. When I spotted him, he sure didn't look like a local, so I figured this was who they were talking about. Matthew's been keeping tabs on him, I guess because he thinks the guy might be connected to his dad's disappearance, but snooping around the lake doesn't prove anything. Seems less like a culprit, more like a detective or someone following the case, but that's just a gut feeling. Who is he? What's he doing here? And is he connected to Matthew's dad somehow? I don't trust that. John Smith.
Matthew!
If this was like Ace Attorney or something, maybe for the comic relief of just having a character named John Smith, but they're not doing that. Oh, you're back.
Oh, it's you! I saw you at the guest house.
Ashley!
There you are.
I saw you talking to the guy in the sunglasses. Is everything okay?
Yeah, we just talked. I questioned him a little.
Wow, really? Awesome.
It's no big deal.
What did you find out?
He didn't say who he was, but he
I
told
mean, he
me
said
what
who
he's
he
doing
was,
here.
but just it's probably a lie.
He's investigating what happened 5 years ago.
Huh?
He wouldn't give details. Said it was top secret.
That's so sketchy. What if he's behind it?
I'm not sure. He was odd, but it didn't seem like he was up to no good. Hi, puppy.
He's behind
Good
it
to
though.
see
Like,
you.
why would he have come back here to risk getting discovered?
Now, where did you come from? Let's try to guess your name. Bonnie? Rusty.
Pochi.
Pochi?
That last one's too weird.
And Bonnie and Rusty aren't?
It's not weird. Pochi is a very common dog name in Japan.
Huh. That's really a Japanese dog name?
Yep, my dad told me.
Does your dad know a lot about Japan?
Sort of. My mom was Japanese.
Oh, cool. But this dog's name definitely isn't Pochi.
What?
It's
Does
Princess.
she have a collar? Okay.
I saw it on her collar.
Princess! What collar? Can't see it.
You sure do seem like a princess.
Are you a dog or a cat person?
Definitely a dog person. I wanted one when I was little, but we lived in an apartment. So I used to play with my neighbor's dog after school instead.
Really?
Hey, princess. Want to be friends?
Hey, so how was the clock tower?
It was locked. I couldn't get in.
Oh,
Come to think of it, Dad told me something. He said the clock's been stopped for 5 years now. I guess that means we can't get inside.
oh well. So, where's your dad's cottage?
I think it's just past the bridge. First house on the left.
Well, let's go.
Sure thing.
Finally, we get to go past the bridge. It's taken forever.
It's locked? Dad's place is on the other side of the bridge. Oh, this isn't good.
Why didn't you activate for the clock tower? Raz is
Raz.
responding, which means... Yeah, the dad's
knew it.
responded too, so maybe I can open this. Oh, Oh, I misread that. That's a triangle, not an A.
Nice. It opened. Huh? Where'd Princess go?
ran off somewhere.
Oh. Maybe we'll see her again.
Okay. Little town. JC Valley. For rent. Oh, princess. Large dog is hanging out with Matthew. She's super friendly. We became fast friends. Can't get over how fluffier white fur feels. I could get lost in and pet her forever. Her name is Princess according to our collar. Which means she definitely has an owner. There's no sign of them. Is she lost or did she run away? This is Dad's cottage. Oops. Dad's cottage have a, yeah, it has a swan in it somewhere. Quaint, yeah. That's a cute little, like, can't really call it a town, a roundabout. Left unlocked, kind of unsafe. Dad. Immediately another unlock puzzle.
It's just issue after issue. How strange.
Oh, it said unlocked, not locked. Wow.
It looks like unauthorized access from outside the JC Valley system. It can't be.
You're sure your dad
Sounds
isn't
like he
here?
is.
Definitely. Don't worry.
Where's the computer?
I'll look for it.
Ashley.
Dad? What are you doing here?
I wrapped up at the lab. I'm sorry I had to leave the cookout so abruptly.
No, get out of here.
You said he wouldn't be here.
It's fine. I'll cover for you.
You know everybody can see you there, right?
You left your hat.
Oh, there it is. Thanks for bringing it to me. You have a friend with you?
Oh, yeah. This is, Mario.
Where's Luigi?
Yep. Mario.
Mario, eh? It's okay. Let me get a good look at you. Now, could you be the kid Dan told me about?
No, Dad. No way.
Don't be afraid. You must be Matthew.
Huh?
Or did you laugh out loud?
I heard you ran away from home. You must be having a hard time. I was about your age when I ran away for the first time.
I mean, Dragon, like, for one, maybe that was the name they gave in the original, but even if not, like, that's also just a name. It's not, like, made up for Nintendo.
Will you tell me what's going on, Matthew?
Sure.
I didn't see this coming. Was Dad always like this?
So I only have today to figure out what happened to my dad.
I see. You've been through a lot.
Please don't tell Dan about Matthew.
Don't worry. Any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Thanks, Dad.
I hope you find a lead soon.
Yeah. Ashley, your dad is different from how I expected.
Yeah. I don't think my dad is what you'd call normal.
Huh? Not normal?
Don't you get it? That was a compliment.
It was?
You two are actually pretty similar.
Are not?
Kind of wish he said "are not" at the same time.
How was the cookout, Ashley?
Awkward. I didn't know anyone.
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
But I met someone who knew Mom. He said on the outside I look like Mom, but inside I'm more like you.
Is that right?
I don't really get what he meant. I don't even know
Are you
that
gonna
well.
ask who she's talking about?
Is that right?
Oh, before I forget. Can you look at this? It belonged to Matthew's dad.
Wow. It's been a while since I've seen a floppy disk. My computer's upstairs. There's a floppy drive around there
You
somewhere.
have a floppy
If you
drive?
can
That's
find it.
crazy. Crazy coincidence.
Just feel free to look around.
Wow. Thanks. I'll start looking.
I remembered something else about Mom.
Did you?
Yeah. Sometimes the scenery here reminds me of things.
You're remembering things? It's possible something happened 13 years ago. Something that stuck deep in her memory.
Why did I suddenly remember Mom?
Well,
Do you know something?
thinking. On the night your mom died, she had just returned with you from Lake Juliet. I've analyzed that day over and over. I keep thinking. I've analyzed that day.
Did it say the line differently?
And over. I've analyzed that day over.
Sounds like saying I had to analyze that day. Maybe it's just me, but it sounds like he's not reading the line correctly. Okay. It's kind of skimmy again.
You're overthinking it, Dad. When it's about Mom, you always do.
How can I not? She's always on my mind. Especially since I haven't been able to say goodbye.
Dad.
The sun's
Logical
calling.
plan.
Hello, Gina. What is it?
The system is acting up again.
Oh?
The security system is behaving strangely.
What in the... It's just one issue after another. Highly unusual. Okay, I'll be right there.
Did something happen?
More trouble at the lab. I'm sorry to leave you alone again, but I have to go.
All right.
Oh, right. There's a restaurant nearby if you get hungry. Feel free to order something. Just say you're my daughter, and they'll put it on my tab.
Will do.
Okay, I better go.
Oh, Ashley,
You got
you're being
this, Dad.
understanding.
Yeah, I guess I do, don't I?
I kind of think you should just tell them, like, listen, I don't have long with my daughter. Like, you guys figure it out.
He's so busy. We never have time to just
Oh,
talk.
okay, Dark Data. Have a good evening, and I'll catch you later. If you have a floppy drive handy in this day and age, or 2000 was yeah, I mean, even 2008, that's
I forgot to tell him about the RAS opening the lock.
I mean, I guess there might have been computers that still had floppy drives. I feel like if anything, though, you'd sooner have like a zip disk drive, and I don't know if anybody remembers what that is. That's not like my age or older. They at least held a bit more. hat? Oh. Can't believe he actually brought a special hat just for camping. Do you really think this will convince anyone he's somehow outdoorsy? Maybe I need to tilt the camera more. There's a sloppy way to hang your jacket.
Man.
That's so dad. Don't come crying to me when it loses its shape because you didn't use a hanger. I don't need to call anyone right now. Oh, this clock has stopped. But Dad hasn't even noticed. Actually pleasantly surprised her dad was cool about Matthew. I mean, I'm not too surprised. He's not really good at being a parent, so he doesn't really treat her like his child, especially like his teenage child that probably needs parenting. He doesn't do much parenting, so there's more to drink in this kitchen than there is to eat. Gotta remember to ask Dad if he's eating. Dad needs to take better care of his jackets. This is so like him. Don't cry to me when it loses its shape. Oh. Same thing. Dad blends with black tea. I wonder what kind of herb he's using. I can't place its smell. Let's see, a few veggies, a few condiments, and Cool Pop. Guess he doesn't like cooking for himself. Very offhand parenting. I wouldn't even call it really parenting. He doesn't parent. Jessica's the one that sounds like parents. Space around Dad's sink sure is bare. Jessica and I have all sorts of makeup and cosmetics in our sink back home. Yeah, you think your dad has makeup and cosmetics? Like, at least he's keeping his space clean. Why am I in the shower? Why is this a place that I can explore? Now I'm like worried there might be something in here. I don't think there's anything in here. I've never seen this brand of detergent before. The one we use at home smells way better. Dad should use that one instead. The fact you're doing laundry at all is a win, so I guess I won't bring it up. You think you wouldn't do laundry? Got a razor? I guess you don't need to shave. Yeah, not everybody, not all guys really grow much. Like, if I hadn't been clear by how much my facial hair varies from stream to stream, I do have to shave. But like, plenty of guys don't. I kind of envy it. Shaving's a lot of upkeep. Time consuming, it's not always super comfortable. Sometimes you cut yourself. That's kind of a pain. Also, he meant to just not keep his razor out, though. No, Dragon, I mean, that's how it is. For most people, it grows a certain amount and kind of stays there. Like, I didn't...
Matthew.
I had a beard from the ages of about 12 to about 20, 21. And I shaved like once in that time, and it was a big bushy beard. It's not like it went out though to like to my like chest, like halfway down my chest. It was like just it stops growing after a while, a certain length. I don't know why. I don't know how all that works, but and some people just stopped growing with just a little fuzz.
I can't log into the computer. It needs a password.
Oh no. My dad just left for the lab. I can't ask him for it.
Maybe he wrote it down somewhere.
Knowing him, that's very likely. Let's take a look around his room and see if we can find anything.
On it.
This novel just turned into a movie. Curious how the book should ask Dan if I can borrow it. I'm sure he doesn't mind if you borrow it. It's just sitting in the shelf. Just borrow it and tell him later. It'd be nice for it to stop growing at a point where you really like it as it is. I mean, I was kind of like that in high school and part of college, where like I was fine with it being bushy. I didn't really feel like I had to like do upkeep with it. But like, man, that's such a weird thing to just think back at because it's been so long since I've kept my beard like that. And like, I just can't imagine having a beard like that, but I had a beard like that. It's weird. Like, this bookshelf's a mess. I want to organize this book so bad. How much sleep is Dad getting?
Dad.
Even when we lived together, he'd stay up late working. I'm a little worried about him. Richard's bed is unmade. Dad buys something online almost every day. One of these days he'll wind up buying the same thing twice and throwing one out. Those research materials. Applied techniques of photochemistry. Wavelengths of light as interpreted by cameras. Oof, what a title. Must be what he's reading now. He used to have really long hair in high school. He used to think he would never cut my hair again. That all changed when he went to college. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I had... In high school, my hair... I generally kept my hair to... Oh, high school and early college. I kept my hair to... about my chin. Like, I had... No, it's not... And the back was about to my chin. In the front, it was like to just long enough to go past my eyes. So... But yeah, with facial hair, I think it's less that it grows to a point where you really like it, and more of you get used to and come to like where it grows, because it's your hair. You can't change how much facial hair you can grow. That's just genetics, I guess. Maybe some other factors. You can't change that, but if you've always had it that length, you might get comfortable and just that's what you like. They put some pictures up. Oh, I just remembered. That's not what I want to do.
Dad?
No, those are... Oh, there we go. When I decided to join JC Valley, Rex, the director, brought me here to tour the cottages. The cottage area was one of those Crusoe Resort's large-scale projects. Because the plans for the overall resort failed, many of the cottages sat uninhibited. Rex told me to pick whichever one I wanted, and I would foot the bill, so I wound up touring several of them. All the ones Rex recommended were too stylish for my taste. They just didn't suit my lifestyle, so I had a hard time choosing. Ultimately, I chose this 2-story cottage with a quaint little fireplace, mainly because it's close to the lake. After touring the other units, I told Rex I'd rather the other new researchers take the fancier places. But Rex told me not to worry about that. Apparently, I'm the only one. It sounds like I'm JC Valley's sole new researcher this month, maybe even this whole year. Probably is true for some people, yeah. That's probably true for a lot of people. Like, your body is what your body is, and it's best if you can, like, be comfortable with what it is. But as for the discussion of hair, through high school, I had highlights in my hair of various colors. For a while it was red, for a while it was blue. I had like streaks. I had streaks of color in my hair. I didn't want to go back. Gnarly. Oh. There's some packing tape. Must be what he used in the boxes in here. This cable must connect to some computer around here. Why is there a tube in here? Dad does get hurt a lot. The origami paper hasn't been folded yet. That's Dad's glasses case. Maybe he wrote his password in this notebook.
Maybe.
Nope, I guess you'll be glad that he's not that careless. Wonder if these batteries have any juice left in them. Wonder if this is used with the computer. Note? Something written on it. What is this supposed to mean? Oh, it's a photo. Why would someone write this on the back, though? Maybe the other photos is writing on them, too. Knowing Dad, but one of them has his password on it. Oh, Dad made all this origami? He must really love it. But there's something here. Check this out. These pictures are like the other, then they should be something written on the back. The order of this photo is all mixed up. Come on, Dad. Might as well put them in order while looking for the password. Can I... Oh. So this would be first. Then this. Then this. This is the order photos are taken in, right? What does it right in the back say? I sure do hope it's the password. Oops. Me mind? No. No. No, it's gonna be mindful. I was like, they're not going to say mindfuck, right? But that feels intentional. This has to be it. For a brief second, I was like, wait, what is this game rated? I didn't think about that when he did this. I just flipped the first three over because I was like trying to put together what it was, and wow. Let's try entering the password. Dumb input. I don't know if caps matter, but they were all in caps. You flipped over the food and the two right ones first. I go left to right.
All right, we're in.
Yes.
Now we just gotta pop the disc in and we're good. Let me see it, Matthew.
One sec. Here you go.
Got disc. I still kind of feel like that might have been intentional, that they were like, they made it so you can flip those three over. That feels like it had to be intentional. I don't know. Because obviously they only put one letter on the final card, and they could have had any of them be the one letter. So why the last one? Like, it feels like it might have been a little... Like, they couldn't have not known. There's no way they didn't know that if you just flipped over the first three, that's something you might... Especially given this series, not to the Zero Escape levels, but can be little, like, mindfucky.
This computer has no disk drive.
So we can't see the
He
data?
said that it would be, he might have one around here somewhere. He didn't say the computer has one.
Wait. Dad said
Yeah.
it had an external floppy drive. So it must be somewhere.
Now
around
you
here.
remember after.
Let's look for it.
Probably that weird device. Device that was in here that I didn't in the right drawer that they didn't know what it was. What's this?
Huh?
There's a slot. Looks like a disc could fit in. Empty disk drive. Okay, but of course, I don't think there's such thing as a wireless floppy disk drive, so we need probably this cord here. When does it connect the drive on the computer? Get Xbox 360. I mean, it did look like a very tiny Xbox 360. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. No. Combine. Now connect this to the computer. There we go.
Yeah.
Now the disc.
Oops.
There we go.
All right.
Man, this is an old. This is like looks
I
like.
can access the floppy disk.
I don't know. This is an old version of Windows. It looks like.
A file popped up on the screen. What is this?
The heck is this? How does that happen? Encrypted, I guess. Something. 1 something. I don't know the date. Michael Crusoe. My company is not responsible for the fuck cause of the lake's water pollution. Damn cause. The independent water quality testing I've conducted. I can't think of a curse that's that many letters. I discovered that an unknown contaminant has been flowing into the lake for fucking ever. No. For something. I damn certain with this unshit substances and eliminate any suspicion regarding cruise resorts. I don't know. Something as something. I don't know. What are? It doesn't even look like
The data
Windows
looks
2000.
corrupted, so I can't.
I mean, Windows 2000 would be pretty old still by when is this? 2009?
Seems like your dad wrote it though.
It says, eliminate any suspicion.
Right. That must be it.
It's why he was investigating the lake's pollution.
And he figured out this unknown contaminant is what's causing it. Do you think this is why your dad disappeared?
Okay, so sorry, I kind of zoned out. Eliminate any suspicion.
Because he was trying to find what really polluted the lake?
It must be. Someone didn't want Dad to find out, and they got to him. I'm close, Dad. Ashley, I want to check out the lake. There's a water quality testing kit in my dad's briefcase. We'll use that to find this unknown contaminant, and then I'll figure out what's coming from.
Well, I mean, if your theory was correct that he was silenced for finding that out, maybe you shouldn't try to find that out.
Too old to use, that's for sure. How else can we test the
Drink
lake's
it.
water quality? The computer just made a noise.
Is there voice
And
commands?
there's something on the screen.
Authenticating DAS. Approach to connect.
What's a DAS?
Oh, I didn't hear the line.
What's a DAS?
It's this. My dad made it. Let's see what happens when I hold it near the computer.
Installing
What is
a
this?
virus.
That's the phone. Maybe Dad's calling. Watch the DAS, Matthew.
Sure. Can I play with it once
It's not a
finished installing?
game.
It won't work for you. It only likes me.
Oh, come on.
You could try. I mean, it's not gonna work for you. It's like biometrics or whatever. Try it. It's okay, just let it ring. It's in here, right? It's downstairs. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, apparently. Hey there, Zykrel. Watching a playthrough of the Wii version of this game, and the desk there is literally a DSi. Makes sense why it looks like a Switch now. Huh. So first Switch doesn't have a camera.
Hello?
Ashley? Is that you?
Jessica!
How's the trip?
Alright, I guess.
You get out and enjoy yourself. Is your dad there?
He's at the lab. Something came up.
I see. Did he say when he'd be back?
Nope. He didn't say much. As usual.
Okay. I'll try again later.
Well, that was a short call. Why are we looking at that room?
Oh. Ashley!
Oh. Well. Nice. We got chapter 3 done. Now let's see if we get to chapter 4. I'd feel really good if we get through chapter 4 tonight. Secret of the Lake.
What's wrong?
The feature installed water quality analysis. Oh, look, a Deus Ex Machina app.
Check it out.
That's convenient. Got a high score on Mario. You can't play Mario on it. It only works for her. She has an exclusive
Water
Mario
quality
game
analysis?
that only she can play.
I guess it picked up a new feature.
Toward molecule models. The DAS can analyze the spectral reflectance properties of a liquid as scanned and render substances not liquid as a molecular model. And also compare the substances to other molecular models stored in the DAS's memory.
What the heck does that mean?
Yeah, it's a little confusing.
You scan
but
clean water and then
think
scan the contaminated water, and it can identify the differences.
we can check water quality just by scanning it with the DAS.
So we can investigate the lake pollution with this thing.
My dad designed all sorts of features for the DAS, huh? Why were you investigating the pollution? Does it have something to do with why Mom came here 13 years ago?
Come on, Ashley.
Maybe it's just learning. It heard you say that.
Let's use the DAS to
And
investigate
it was
the
like,
lake
oh,
pollution.
time to make an app for what you need. Self-aware.
Right, I'll help however I can.
Thank you.
Which part of the lake should we use for a water sample?
It might be easiest near the mermaid statue.
Got it. Let's take the DAS over there and check out the water.
Okay. Of course, now we have all these updates. The DAS know what its master desires. Matthew ran off to the basement of an old empty house that he says the photographer used to live in. There was a picture on the wall of Matthew's family from when they were all happy and living together. He looked so sad talking about that picture and all the fun he had with his family. I'm sure he wants to see them all again as soon as possible. We can't keep this up forever. If we spend all day searching and don't find any clues about his dad, he's going to go home for now. In Dad's cottage, we looked at the floppy disk we found in Michael's briefcase. There was a report that said the pollution in the lake was an unknown contaminant, meaning it can't be Crusoe Resort's fault, so Matthew's dad is innocent. Elizabeth said that Michael's company polluted the water, but I guess sometimes people just decide things without evidence. Well, that's a little too real. We'll just decide things without evidence. I took a phone call from Jessica while I was in Dad's cottage. She asked if I was enjoying the trip, but I haven't even really thought about it with all that. What with finding out about Michael and flashbacks to Mom, so I ended up lying to her about it. I'll tell her the truth later on. She didn't have anything urgent to say to Dad, but I'll be sure to tell him she called next time I see him. I still think it looks like she has like purple hair in this, and I wish that she did, because that's kind of cool. But then so would he. I told Dad that Matthew's the runaway that Dan is looking for, and Dad surprised me by telling me not to report him. It's good to know that Dad's not the same as all the other adults. There are a bunch of pictures of me and Mom at Dad's desk on the second floor of the cottage. One of them was him and Mom in front of the mermaid statue by the lake. He looked so much younger in the photo. I wonder if it was taken right before they got married. In front of the clock tower, I had another flashback. I can't talk right now. Flashback about Mom from 13 years ago. She told me when I was little that she and Dad had been to the top of the clock tower. She looked really happy telling me about how beautiful the view is from the top. The clock tower is locked up now, but it used to be open for the public to go all the way to the top. I want to climb up there myself someday. I bet it's a beautiful view. Did Mom come here to revisit the memories she made with Dad? Oh, Ashley, you can't go to the top of the clock tower until the day of the festival. When Matthew saw the photo of his family in the basement of the old house, it seemed so painful for him remembering the days when they were all together and happy. He doesn't really remember what happened when his dad went missing, though. He reminds me of Dee. I wonder if something terrible happened to him, too. He really, really didn't want to go to the clock tower, which made me wonder if he's connected to whatever stopped the clock there. Hang in there, Matthew. We'll figure out the pollution wasn't your dad's fault. I'm sure we'll find more clues. Alright, Majora at the top. I mean, only if you can get the giants to... You need the Oath to Order on all 4 giants, otherwise you can't do anything. Found a photo of Matthew's family in the basement of an old house. The dad of the picture is a tall, responsible-looking guy. He doesn't look like a guy who would be polluting the lake. He's got too kind of face. Michael was investigating the lake pollution and found out that it was caused by an unknown contaminant. Seems like he went missing while trying to figure out what the contaminant was. There's a photo of Matthew's family in the basement of the old house, and a cute little girl with the same blue eyes as Matthew. She's holding that stuffed rabbit. That's Kelly. If she loves that rabbit so much, why doesn't she marry it? How did it end up in her dad's briefcase? Seems like she never let it go. Thought Matthew would take it, but he didn't. I don't get why not. Maybe he just doesn't like that rabbit. Kelly is somewhere far away, and Matthew hasn't been able to see her in a while. She must feel as lonely as he does, not being able to hug her big brother. There's a photo of Matthew's family in the basement of the old house, and in it Matthew's mother smiling brightly. She looked like she was a very kind person. It seemed she was prone to illness and pretty weak. Whenever Matthew and Kelly played together, she took joy in seeing them. I'm sure being with the family she loved so much is what made her look so happy. This suspicious guy came up to me and introduced himself as John Smith, which is like announcing this is a fake name. He claims he's a special agent for some investigation service, but I don't really buy it. He does know about Matthew and also about me, which is creepy. He says he's investigating the incident 5 years ago, so I asked him what he's learned. He wouldn't tell me, instead gave me a line about how some truths are better left unknown. Then he told me to give Matthew the same warning. But why me? Tell me yourself, you creep. Matthew is sure that this guy's behind everything, but I think that's just based on his suspicious appearance. Talking to him, I don't think he's necessarily a bad guy, but he's obviously not being honest. I thought Michael looks a lot like John Smith. I don't think so. I think it's just the hair of having the shaved on the sides and the same art style. But like, he would have had to dye his eyebrows. John Smith's eyebrows are brown, or darker brown than a Michael Crusoe's. Yeah, he definitely has darker, different shaped eyebrows. He would have had to dye and shave his eyebrows, which seems like a bit much. Oh, the art style, yeah. I don't think they look the same. Everyone around here knows Matthew. After all, he's the son of the president of Crusoe Resorts. He's supposed to be the big bad guy polluter. So he's supposed... After all, he's the son of the president of Crusoe Resort, so he's supposed to the bad guy polluter. That's not a sentence. Supposed to be the bad guy polluter? Because he wouldn't be supposed to be related. Like, what was that supposed to say? At least that's what Elizabeth thinks. That's probably also why Dan knows about Matthew and maybe what Dan meant about having reasons for running away. But they're all wrong. Matthew and I figured out there was no connection between Crusoe Resort and the pollution. I wish I could tell Dad what we found, but we can't let him know Matthew's with me, so I guess it has to stay secret for now. Several grammar typos in this game. That wasn't even grammar. That was just missing words. That was not a sentence. The keyboardist and vocalist in Tommy's band. I saw her sitting alone on a bench by the lake, so I figured I asked what she was up to. But she blasted me, saying it's none of your business. Really, what is wrong with her? Why is she always snapping at me? Was it so wrong to ask what she was up to? That's when she saw that Matthew was with me. She got this look, said that he's the son of Crusoe Resort's president who did terrible things to the lake. Seriously, what is up with this girl? Matthew had nothing to do with that. It's just awful to believe stories without any proof like that. On top of saying such hurtful things. I can't possibly see myself ever getting along with Elizabeth. A college student who works part-time at the guest house. Tommy's in a band with Janet and Elizabeth playing lead guitar and writing their songs. I thought he was kind of a slacker with all the breaks he takes at work, but I guess he's using that time to write music. So in his own way, he's actually working hard. Their band is also entering the Big Deal Band Contest, so I guess he's just into as into music as I am. Fortunately, says Elizabeth, lost the music player with the demo they recorded as their contest entry. They still haven't found it, and I'd love to help them look, but Elizabeth seems to hate my guts, so she'll probably today out with it. Just have to wish them luck. Okay. All caught up on those. They're just kind of recaps, but they kind of also keep the story in my head, kind of like allow me to mull it over a little. Okay, time to probably go do the auto testing thing. I don't know, could I go in these other houses here to get the other cranes? Where's the mermaid statue again? I know where the mermaid statue is. I see they got fire hydrants here just in case. Rental house, a cute cozy little cottage. Too perfect for a relaxing vacation. Which houses did it say had them? That one and that one. Okay. They're on the other side of that, that road. Animal Crossing Dream Home. Or rent. It's a nice house. The big bay window makes it seem fancy. It's definitely the one I'd rent. I don't see like fancier houses unlike your dad. Thought you two were supposed to be so alike. What is this? You check the water quality near the mermaid statue. Yeah. Fine. But first, will you let me go in here and get the crane? No, those gates closed. This is huge. It looks even bigger compared to the neighbors. Basically a mansion, not a cottage at all. It's all green, like it's one with nature. I like that. Can't go. Yeah, I can't go in any of these. Kitty! There's Russian's logo on it. Did they use the car to pick up supplies or something? I want to pet the kitty. Oh, sweet thing. It looks pretty comfortable. I should let it rest. That's sure smell alright. Must be where they put the food waste, not touching it. I just didn't put any meals on his tab, but I need to check the water quality of the Mirrorbridge statue first. Come back later.
Yeah.
This looks like a... This looks so good to make me hungry. This looks like a diner. I really want diner food now. I don't have any empty cans. Place for trash can right by the road. How far are you gonna let me? Nope.
How about this?
This game does not like you exploring. I don't know, windows on the first floor, and I really want to know what it looks like in there. That looks awful for rent. I guess that's for like a business, maybe. Not a house. This cottage wasn't even living anymore. Great scenery looks cozy. Is rent really high or something? Yellow door and the big chimneys here stand out. Lots of big windows too. Probably gets great light. Why would somebody live here? It's in the middle of nowhere. Diner food always hits good. Yeah, I haven't had diner food in a long time. I could just go for nice like diner like breakfast right now. Stinky Cottage has an all green exterior. It wrote you a lot in this game, yeah. Like I shouldn't even bother exploring. There's not much point to. It's just my instinct in games to explore, given I play a lot of like JRPGs and stuff, and RPGs in general, and they usually reward exploring, as well as like Metroidvania, Zelda-style action-adventure games. I play games that I like to explore in.
Maybe it'll stand out more if I put it here.
That looks so good.
Yeah, it does.
Hey there, you two. This burger right here is a Lake Juliet
Is your
specialty.
hair green, or is that the lighting?
You should get yourself one. Restaurant's over there.
Is that the restaurant Dad was telling me about? He put on his tab.
A tab, eh? You wouldn't happen to be Dr. Robbins' daughter, would you?
That's me. I'm Ashley.
Ashley, of course. He told me about you. He said to take good care of you and your friend if you come by. I'm Bob. I own the place. Nice to meet you, miss.
Bob Fox. Any relation to Toby Fox?
Nice to meet you, Bob.
Nice to meet you, Bob.
Come visit whenever you like, all right? I'll be around.
Sure thing. Thanks.
Okay, I got entry for Mr. Fox. The owner of the restaurant, Bob's Food Hut. Sounds like a great guy. I even like the way he talks, even though we just met. Kind of feel like I've known him forever and could be really comfortable around him. Hope we get to talk more. Guy has the same voice as the captain from the last game. Kind of reminded me of him. It's a diner in your hometown that you missed, which has amazing food. We'd love to go there again. Yeah, I don't get chances to go to diners. Like, even just the Denny's at this point, the Denny's near us closed. So, like, and that's like a chain diner, but like, there's just not many diner options. The XY, that's so easy. I'm XY. It's so easy. It must be pretty cool having a full name that's only 2 syllables. Yeah. Yeah, I guess mine, obviously I don't use my real name online, but mine is too many syllables. Way too many. But yeah, I don't know, diner food I usually associate with vacations, because that's like the type of place we'd stop when we're on vacation. Stop at, but I don't know of many local places. Like we have burger joints around where my hometown that are like local burger points or places, burger joints. But I wouldn't call that a diner. Like, it's just burgers, fish fry, hot dogs. No breakfast things. Not much variation to the menu. Like, a diner, in my opinion, has to at the very least have like breakfast foods.
Yeah, this is a good place.
Obviously not just breakfast foods, but if it doesn't have breakfast foods, it's not a diner. There it is at 4. I mean, I guess it doesn't dox me to say how many syllables my name is. My first name is 2, my middle name is 2, my last name is 3, but it's a lot of letters that are not pronounced. You want to picture a diner without breakfast options? Yeah, exactly. Like, you gotta picture the bacon and eggs and hash browns. That's just a part of the diner experience. Obviously, you don't need to get breakfast. Usually they have burgers. Not uncommon to have a cheap steak, like a T-bone steak that's like a cheap cut or something. Like steak and eggs. Steak and eggs is a diner thing I associate with. That goes back to kind of breakfast. And then like lots of foods like French fries on the side, stuff like that for like dinner options. Sandwiches too. Usually some sandwich options. Brown like melts. I'd say more of melts than like cold sandwiches, but bronze statue of a mermaid placed scenically in front of the lake. Like the best are those like 50s style diners. They're so good.
How about this?
I gotta use. Yeah, I need to. Camera, I guess. Not camera. Items, I mean. Can't be used here. Oh, do I just check? Around here should be good. Let's start with the desk and give it a scan. No? Do I just open desk? Or do I do a picture? I guess it might be a picture. Just dumb that as like another keys menu, like that matters. Oh, okay. Scan it like a swan. Yeah, I just figured out. Thing molecular model for unknown contaminant scanned in liquid. Checking its previously registered molecular model. Let's compare these two substances to see if they're the same. Obviously they're not. If they are, it means the lake is polluted with whatever it is. Oh, no, they might be the same. Okay, so... this is it, kinda. Does that work? No. Come on, that's like... No, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. There we go. Nice Skyward Sword now. It was kind of reminding me of Oxenfree 2 turning the knobs to try to make a shape match something.
If we can figure out what it is, I bet we can find the source.
Diner has burrito-sized omelets, really good. It's in the 70s, I believe. Yeah, that's one of the omelets. A nice big omelet. I'm not a huge omelet person, but like sometimes I really want an omelet. I like omelets at buffets, at like brunch buffets, where you get to pick everything in it and watch them cook it. But like if I'm at a diner, I'd usually go for like over easy or maybe poached eggs. Ketchup with eggs. With scrambled egg ketchup is good, just with scrambled eggs. And I don't usually like it if the eggs are with cheese and ketchup. Like, if it's just scrambled eggs with some ketchup, that's something I do sometimes if like I have an upset stomach. There's not much I can eat that's pretty light on the stomach. It's just some scrambled eggs with ketchup. Or in cases sometimes when I've had a bad cold and I didn't want cheese, could kind of get your nose going. Lebowski doors, yeah.
And then we'll be able to find my dad.
But how are we going to figure out what the contaminant is?
Why does the DAS not say?
We could try searching my dad's computer. Someone sounds hungry.
Yeah, I'm kind of starving.
Let's take a break at the restaurant. And you can order whatever you want because my dad's paying.
All right.
Dang. I'd be like, okay, I'm getting the priciest thing. This is my one chance. Somebody I don't know really well, or like I don't know and probably will never see again, is paying. You probably shouldn't have. No, in real life I'd probably feel bad ordering something pricey and I'd order something cheap. But if I was him, maybe I would. Never heard of a Mongolian BBQ variant of omelets. Would like to try that. Interesting. What do you mean Mongolian BBQ version?
Ashley, look. It's the sunglasses guy.
Oh, come on, Matthew.
The sunglasses guy. John Doe. John Smith.
Shh, look. He's on the phone with someone.
Hey, Ian. Yeah, it's me. More trouble with the system. Oh. So Dr. Robbins is back in the lab.
He knows Dr. Robbins.
And have you found the document in question? Is that so? No. It must be there somewhere.
Wait, so what did you start at the start of the convo? Now that I know the context. Or trouble with the system. Wait, Ian. We know Ian. Ian is one of the researchers. I can't tell if he's on our side or on our dad's side or not. I feel like he's not always hiding around, sneaking around. But
how many times do I have to tell you? Crusoe Resort is not responsible for the pollution.
Okay, so he's on our side, it sounds like.
Understood. I'll be in touch soon. I was sure the document was at JC Valley. My investigation.
So he's having Ian. It's like undercover sneaking into the system. Choose the noodles, meats, and other ingredients to have them cook and make your own stir-fry Mongolian dish. Chinese buffet one has one here. Well, if you're saying in regards to like the making omelet in front of you, that's kind of standard at breakfast buffet or at like brunch buffets. They usually tend to have an omelet station. I think it's even just referred to as an omelet station. Where you get to choose what you want in it, and they make the omelet in front of you because it only takes a few minutes. It's good. I tend to be very specific with what I want in the mood for. I usually have like peppers and onions. I don't like mushrooms, so I avoid that. I usually have some meat, like ham and cheese. See if one is around here now. I mean, brunch buffets tend to not be cheap. My family would go to them often for like Easter, that was like, I would celebrate Easter. We'd go to brunch buffet. They'd have like mimosas too. They're usually like $30 a person or something. Which I guess isn't super pricey, but it's also not very cheap. Hotels, though, also sometimes the nicer hotels will have them. I'm gonna do fromage.
He's running! Let's chase him!
What? Hey!
Honestly, I often just usually have most of the ingredients other than mushrooms. Depending on mood, though, I might want like one with like spinach or something. Yeah, I'd rather spend $30 on a sushi buffet here. Yeah, I mean, it's not something. It's something you do as a group for like a. Like I said, do it like if you're at a hotel, they might have that as the breakfast option of a buffet. If it's a nicer one, sometimes they're even actually included with the room, but it's usually a pricier hotel. Not like priciest pricey, but it's not like a cheap like inn. And they're usually, like I said, parties like Easter or something, celebrations that you don't usually just casually go to a breakfast buffet. Usually those brunch places, you have to make a reservation weeks, if not months in advance anyways. They're not just, you can't just go into the door and you can't walk in. You have to make a reservation. And they're usually parties only. At least from my experience. It might be different in some places. But from my experience, it's something you have to make a reservation. You can't walk in, and you generally need a group. And it's not like you're just getting an omelet. It's a full brunch buffet, so it's breakfast and lunch foods. They also usually have like really nice roast beef. Like you're getting decent, pretty good food. Omelet station's usually just one thing there.
Ashley. You were listening in on my phone call, weren't you?
You knew?
Of course. I'm a special agent, after all. So, how much did you hear?
I heard everything. You were talking about Crusoe Resort. Crusoe Resort was Matthew's dad's company. Hang on. Matthew's dad. You know something about him.
I mean, could I be wrong? Could this be Matthew's dad? I don't know. I feel like Dragon wouldn't have mentioned if it was. Wouldn't have mentioned the similarities.
Just, you're looking into what went on here 5 years ago. And Matthew's dad is somehow involved in that, right?
Remember what I told you about certain truths? Trust the adults to handle the situation. And that goes for Matthew, too. Got it?
Plus, Matthew has seen this guy. Because he's been trying to avoid him. I think he'd know if it was his dad.
Could he be any shadier?
But you know what I was thinking at this point. Like, that'd be really... It's not like Matthew was super little like Ashley was and wouldn't recognize. It was only 5 years ago. Like, that's kind of lame if the story writing is Matthew's dad wearing sunglasses and a slightly different hairstyle. Matthew no longer recognized him. Like, I'll be pissed if that's actually it.
It seems like he's investigating JC Valley too. What's the connection between Crusoe Resort and JC Valley? Nobody knows where Matthew's dad is or what polluted the lake. There just has to be some kind of connection, but what? Wait, where'd Matthew go?
Special agent of who? Of the Academy, along with Perry the Platypus. Was it the Academy? I don't remember. No, I don't remember. The Academy's where Sergeant Monogram, but wherever Major Monogram went. What was the name? I don't remember what the name of Perry the Platypus's group was. He's in that group. Perry the Platypus. There's a panda in that. I don't remember the panda's name now. Planty the Plotted Plant. I'm showing I watched way too much Phineas and Ferb. It all makes sense now. But he's missing his hat. This is a problem. Like, so we can't tell that he's... He just looks like a regular special agent. He doesn't have the hat to make him look like he's from that special agent group. Oh. Pumpkins. I should have explored more.
Matthew!
Ashley! Where'd he go? He should have come this way, but it's like he just disappeared.
He gave me the slip too.
Aw, man.
Huh? I've seen that crest before.
What do you think you're doing?
Is this a witch? Oh.
Hold it right there.
Hold it right
you
there,
two.
you two.
This is
Oh
my
no, it's what's the fairy tale where they had to give the witch crops, or the witch takes your child or something? I don't know.
And you're
I
trespassing.
mean, can't place name either. Had to look it up. Peter the Panda. That's it. Peter the Panda. That was a good episode. That was like probably one of the top episodes for me. Where Hansel and Gretel witch. No, that was the witch where they eat the candy house. It's a different one with a witch that the family has to like give them part of the vegetable crop or something. I don't know. I don't know. I remember it so vaguely. Something with vegetables. But yeah, Peter the Panda. Yeah, it was so good. The Nemesis song they sing in that, it's just, I don't know. It was some of the peak comedy for that show, but that show had a lot of good comedy. The Phineas and Ferb came out at a time period where my sister was like a kid, so watching kids shows, and so it was in the house a lot. And out of like the Disney shows at the time, that was the only one that I was like, this is really good.
What are you doing here?
Trying to look for someone. Major gives info.
We're looking for someone.
And who might that be?
A man in sunglasses. Did he come through here?
A man in sunglasses. That's your whole
A man in
description.
sunglasses. That's
Well, he's tall, and he's wearing a suit, and he's super sketchy.
Nobody like that's been through here. Now,
you get out of your garden.
quickly now. Shoo! Shoo!
Yeah, right. Let's go.
Ashley, you're supposed to be moody, remember? Kick a pumpkin on your way out.
I recognize that boy.
She's been a bit less moody today.
He's got away. Not to mention some mean old lady yelled at us. I'm pooped.
Same. And hungry. And
Go to the
thirsty.
diner.
Let's head over to that restaurant.
Okay, but then we gotta look at the pollution on the computer.
Right, let's go.
Looking for a suspicious man in a top hat with a blazer. Seen him. I didn't... I wanted to... It's gonna just have the sketchy old woman here. Yeah, where are you? Matthew ran ahead chasing after John. When I went looking for him, I found myself in a big yard with a greenhouse and a very well-tended garden. I found Matthew there, but the old lady who lives there got mad at us for being on our property. Explained to her trying to cause any trouble, but the look she gave us was scary. So Matthew and I got out of there as quick as we could. Something was bothering me. The emblem on the door to our house. I've seen it somewhere before, but where? Wait, I also wanted to... Where are we? We're way down here. I don't think there's anything down here. Like, I feel like there must be another map or two we're gonna go to, because all of these just say no image. Bob's Food Hut, though, has one, so I guess we're gonna get that soon. No, it's out of order, but... And it's my greenhouse. I don't recall inviting you into it. Listen, I didn't ask for an invitation. I was just barging in. Fine, she's not going to let us explore anything. Came out after your age group, technically Kim Possible too. Those were the last two shows quite enjoyed from Disney. I mean, I wouldn't say that that Phineas and Ferb was the last show I enjoyed there, because Gravity Falls was a little later, and Gravity Falls is really good. And there's others that I think I would have enjoyed if I actually got into them, like Owl House or Amphibian, that one, or Amphibia. That one looked interesting. They've had some shows that have caught my eye, and like I said, Gravity Falls I watched all of, and that was after Phineas and Ferb. But I think Gravity Falls is the last Disney show I really watched. And that was one I watched more just myself, not because it happened to be on in the house. Are you just air drumming? I didn't see any drums there. You're just hitting the air with your drumsticks.
Oh, so cool.
Right?
Okay, she is just air drumming. That's not just like some issue of them making the drums too far or something. Why is she doing that?
Yo, Ashley.
Who air drums? I guess you could kind of practice the rhythm, but like...
Hey, do you guys usually practice here?
Keep hearing Gravity Falls and Owl House for Disney. Both are amazing. Yeah, I didn't see Owl House, but I've seen some things, and it sounded like it was. I heard that the main character was LGBT, then there's some LGBT stuff. That sounds cool. Yeah, I probably would have liked it. Gravity Falls, yeah, Gravity Falls was probably... I think it was even better than Phineas and Ferb, to be honest, actually. You know, House got the shaft and then realized too late how popular it was. Sad how they had to change the ending. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, I guess, politics involved with those shows of, like, Disney, Cartoon Network, the big stations. They have their own images they want, their own goals, their own thoughts that don't line up with the creators, and a lot of shows get shafted by it. Gravity Falls felt its effect. Adventure Time got screwed over. Steven Universe. A lot of shows good shows get kind of ruined by the corporations. Any character loses NB and or off is based around their flag. Oh, that's super interesting.
Yeah, the owner's great. He said we can use the place whenever there's downtime.
Oh, cool. What were you playing? Did you write it yourselves?
Not bad, huh?
It was great.
Well, I was the one who wrote it.
Hang on. I helped.
Ashley, I'm hungry.
Who's this?
He's a friend of mine.
Ashley?
He works at the guest house.
Bob, the guy who owns this place, is out shopping right now. He ought to be back soon.
I don't think he recognized you.
Ew.
So your song, will it have vocals?
Sure, of course. Our band's biggest selling points are Tommy's skill with the guitar and my tight as a drum drumming. But you know what really brings it all home? Elizabeth's vocals. She's like our secret weapon. But despite us waiting for ages, our leader didn't
we heard
show up
it was-
today.
But she didn't
Such a
tell you
pain.
guys, I guess.
What should we do, Tommy? Want to go look for her?
She'll show her face sooner or later.
But the band contest is just around the corner,
Why is that? I know about the direct band
and
guns.
we need time to re-record our demo.
Chill about the contest, okay? I'm just doing this to have fun. Something to look back on.
What? But I'm totally serious. I want to hit it big.
That's why you didn't bring your drums?
I'm practicing at home. Lugging a whole drum set around isn't as easy as
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of unreasonable, dude. Like, Tommy, like, you can't just lug your drum set everywhere. A guitar you can carry around a case. You can't just carry around a drum set.
Besides, if we're going to meet up as a band, the whole band needs to meet up. Even Elizabeth.
Yeah, I know.
With that attitude.
I'd really like to hear Elizabeth sing.
I really wish you could. She hasn't been super sociable lately.
Oh, that's a shame.
Now that you mention it, something is up with her.
Yeah.
She doesn't usually miss practice. It all started after we recorded our demo.
Right.
I ran into her near the boathouse earlier. I wonder, was she avoiding band practice?
You're pretty serious about the contest, huh?
You play guitar, right? Did you consider entering?
Actually, I did enter, for now.
Aha! I knew it! I had a feeling you'd be all over it. I could see it in your eyes while we were performing.
Yeah? What'd you see?
Okay, you caught me. I'm in a band back. So when I heard you and Tommy playing...
What? You're in a band?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I play guitar.
Huh, so cool.
I guess.
No, I mean, it's not realistic, Dragon, to lug your drum set around places. Like, that was kind of just uncalled for by Tommy to be like, you didn't even bring your drum set.
So what's your band like?
There's just two of us, keyboard and guitar.
Is the keyboard player a girl too?
No, he's a guy.
Was he your
sings,
boyfriend?
too.
Oh, wow!
We only just recently grouped together. He writes the music, I add the lyrics. I'm still trying to decide if I want to go through with the contest.
Hold on a sec. Is the keyboard player your boyfriend?
Janet asking the right questions.
What? No, he's
Oh, sounds
not.
like you like him though.
How confident are you about the contest?
I kind of just lost my confidence. A little bit. I mean, Tommy's amazing. I can't come close to that.
Playing good's not about anything but having fun.
Tommy, come here.
What?
You're gonna be in a band contest?
Yeah. If we win, we might get signed.
So you want to be a musician?
Yep.
Like, seriously?
I mean, yeah, pretty serious, I think.
Can I invite
Hey,
you into
Ashley,
the band?
Come here.
Huh? What's up?
Now that I know you entered the contest, I've got to hear what you can do. Right,
Oh.
Tommy?
You're
one
letting
song.
you pulled Tommy aside to ask him to let her lend her his guitar so she could play.
You in, Ashley?
I mean, sure. I don't know why you're asking me, the player.
It's kind of hard to say yes after hearing how good
does it not
Tommy
matter?
is.
Okay.
But seeing that guitar, I really want to get my hands on it. Okay, just be yourself. I can do this.
All right, let's jam.
Now you're talking.
Lend me a guitar?
You have
Got
two?
another one here.
Oh, your guitar's electric? I play an acoustic. It's got a pickup, though.
An acoustic electric, huh? Any effects?
Nope.
In that case, it's gonna sound way different than yours. What you think? That gonna be okay?
I'll give it a shot. Won't know
I
unless
mean,
try,
like
right?
the chords and stuff are the same. It will sound different. That might throw you off, but.
Very punk rock of you. All right.
Christ,
let's do
Tommy
this.
didn't blast Ashley for not buying her own guitar, bringing her own guitar from home. Well, I mean, to be fair, she didn't come to practice with her band. Oh, okay, Ashley's guitar there. I have that same guitar, but black instead of red. That's my guitar.
Wow, you really worked up a sweat, huh?
If you were wondering what my electric guitar looks like, that's what it looks like. It's not an uncommon model.
Well, I was kind of nervous. Like, all the way nervous.
You were going too fast, Tommy.
Wow, you're not bad.
You're amazing, Tommy. You're gonna win that contest for sure.
Yes, she could. I mean, I can't play much. I took some lessons, but like if I played now, I can't even remember anything now. But even at my best, I could do like some chords. I managed to do. I had a book of Fall Out Boy guitar music, and I was able to do a couple songs from that, but slowed down. I couldn't do them at full speed.
But
What's wrong?
we lost the demo we recorded for the contest.
I'm sorry, I missed the lead up. Okay, do you need the demo for the contest? Is it not
was on
live?
Elizabeth's music player, but she lost it somewhere. We could just re-record it, but
That was our best performance ever. Don't say we can re-record it. Ain't that easy?
Okay, but if you're like want to get signed on something, you're gonna have to consistently play good.
I know. You don't think lightning can strike twice, and Elizabeth doesn't come to practice. But we could really
I'm
be
taking
something
piano
special.
lessons at Frat and almost everything. It's been too long. So my grandfather's a musician, and he wanted all his grandchildren to play instruments because none of his kids played instruments. Like my grandfather owns a band, like a big band. They play like Frank Sinatra style stuff and jazz and So he wanted us to play instruments. So I very early on, when I was like probably 7 or 8, I outside of obviously recorder, which I already played at school, I played violin, Suzuki style violin for like 2 or 3 years, I think. And then when I got to middle school, I switched to trumpet, played that for like half a year and kind of struggled with it and switched to baritone. Played baritone for a little while, and then I ended up switching to tuba, though I specifically had a sousaphone, the type of tuba that wraps around the body that's used in marching bands, because it was cheaper. And also I was a kind of small kid, so a huge tuba was like as big as me. But yeah, so I played tuba then for years. I've done a little bit of piano, a little bit of drums. I had an electric guitar, which I played a bit and took some lessons. I think that's all of my music experience. But I might be missing something. Like, I didn't have the dedication to stick with any instruments very long, sadly. But and I've never been really good at reading sheet music is one of my problems. I was better at playing by ear and just memorizing the notes. Like, but if he told me like play a B flat, I wouldn't have been like, I don't know what that is. But like I could, if I heard the note, I would be like, oh, I can play that note. And that's kind of how I got by through band a lot. Like when I was really bad at following the sheet music. I wouldn't say I was particularly great either at like tuba. But most of that was all not really by choice. My grandfather wanted us to play instruments. It was to the point that every Christmas, all the grandkids my grandfather would make us do a little Christmas concert at his house for Christmas, and he'd give us all sheet music and make us learn the music to do a little mini concert that he could conduct. And none of his grandkids stuck with instruments once they made it out of school. Like none of them actually liked it. We just did it because he kind of made us do it. If I hadn't been forced like that to be in band, like school bands and stuff, I might have actually picked up guitar more because I couldn't that wasn't really an instrument for school, but for like orchestra. So I couldn't, like anything I wanted to play was like drums or guitar or something. I actually kind of really wanted to play bass for a while. And that was after I no longer was being forced to be in orchestra, right before I got an electric guitar. But my grandfather would not let me play bass or get a bass. He was the one who decided to buy me an electric guitar, but he wouldn't get me a bass guitar because he was like, well, if you're playing a guitar, unless you're in a band, if you want to pick up an instrument, a bass is useless. You can't play bass on your own. So I'll get you a guitar, but I won't get you a bass guitar because I wanted an electric bass guitar. But I ended up, so that's how I got an electric guitar. And I probably would have played it more in high school and stuff if I wasn't being forced to play tuba. But I've played lots of instruments, and I can kind of feel my way through instruments. I'm not particularly talented as a musician, but I'm not like no knowledge. And playing by ear is more common. That trouble. Yeah, my mom has played guitar since long before I was born. I don't know if she was a teenager. I think she was maybe a teenager. And she never had lessons. She was self-taught. She cannot read sheet music, but she's good enough that you could tell her the chord progression. You could tell her like the letters, like play a B flat, then play a C or something. And like she can do that. She knows the notes. She just can't read sheet music. And she's actually really good. She's not like at a point where she would do performances, but when we'd go camping, she'd take her guitar and play campfire songs. And she really enjoyed playing guitar. It was a de-stress. She played acoustic. I think you're okay at reading sheet music? Yeah, I wasn't. I was entered into like competitions, again, outside of my choice in high school on tuba, like doing tuba solo stuff. And it was horrid because I was really bad. They have you sight read for those competitions, meaning play a song you've not practiced. They just give you the sheet music and they're just like, play this. And I was awful at that. I hated it. I would try to fake it as best I could and make guesses of the notes, and it was awful. Was it fun to hear during camping trips? Oh yeah, no, I really miss being a kid around the campfire with my mom playing songs like Down by the Bay and Boy Scout camp and stuff. Like, it was cool. Yeah, someday maybe I'll actually pick up guitar again, but I just have so many plates in the air constantly. Know what they expect having a kid sight read? A lot, because a lot of the kids entering the competitions were for kids, and these were talented kids. Most of them could sight read. I was just bad at it. tuba solo music is especially very hard. Tuba's not meant to be a solo instrument. It's meant to be like, you know, you've heard music, like orchestra music. It's going blah, 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 blah in the background. So when you're having to do like 16th notes and 32 notes on this big tuba, do you know how hard it is to get air through the tuba that quickly for quick notes? I hated it. But a lot of there are very talented kids, very talented teenagers that would enter these competitions that could sight read, and probably went on to be accomplished musicians in like philharmonic orchestras and stuff. So like, but yeah, in another life I probably would have been a guitarist, more likely even a bass guitarist, if I didn't have all the pressures my grandfather put on me. And I don't mean to say that mean. I did love my grandfather, but he was very controlling about a lot of things, and not in a like gets angry way, but just in a he had ideas of what he wanted, and everyone had to just work with that. And I don't mean this to become a random vent. My point is, I do have some musical background. I wouldn't say it's to the point where I'm comfortable calling myself a musician, but that might be splitting hairs in the same way. Like if you could play an instrument, you're a musician in the same way that if you play games, even for fun, you're a gamer. Even if you just do like mobile games, like I probably under some definition was a musician, but someday I would love to pick my guitar back up and actually do something with it. Like, it was cool when I was able to play music I listened to, like rock music, metal music, and stuff. And it was cool being able, like, one of my best memories with it was when I learned some songs that my girlfriend at the time in high school liked, and I played them for her, and I liked being able to do that and play it for somebody. So maybe someday I'll pick up the guitar again. Being forced to do something that tends to have the adverse effect. Yeah. Honestly, what I really wanted, in high school, my dream that I never was able to accomplish is I wanted to, if I could have had the chance to be in a band, I really wanted to do bass and vocals. I wanted to play the bass and do the vocals. I liked singing. I felt the same way, forced to become an instrument. Yeah, it sucks. I think a lot of my cousins and me probably would have picked up instruments of our choice naturally at some point if we weren't just forced to. But if I ever get to become a parent, I'm not forcing my kids to do any particular hobby. If they have an interest, I will encourage it. If they don't have an interest, I'd encourage them to have a hobby, find something they're interested in, because I think that's healthy as an outlet. But I wouldn't be like, oh, just because I liked this thing, I want you to like this thing. If I had a kid and they just did not like video games, it'd stink. I wouldn't be able to have that thing to bond with them, but I'm not going to force them. Kind of enjoy singing too, do all the time in the shower. Yeah, I used to be I'm a little shyer these days with singing than I was back then. And again, it was because the person I was in a relationship with liked hearing me sing, so I would sing to them and sing around them. And I don't really have a confidence booster in my singing these days. It's hard to get me to sing in front of people, but I enjoy singing, and I do it a lot. I have, when I commute to see my family, like an hour drive there, and then a couple days later I go back home, an hour drive. I sing the songs on the radio a lot, or on just songs I like. I like singing, and I like bass guitar. I like the sound of bass guitar, so I would have done that if I had my way and could have found people to be in a band with. Anyways,
that's why we're here practicing. It's how we get better.
Random band talk aside. Don't need to talk about Bandcamp anymore.
Come on, let's get back to it.
Got it.
So that's how it is.
Why are you sad again? I spent so long. Oh, the missing thing, I guess. Food? Food man? Food man!
I'm back.
Bob Fox or whatever. Bob Fox. Yeah,
We
Bob
missed you,
Fox.
Bob.
What would the diner do without you?
Are the future rock stars practicing hard? Hey, Ashley. Glad you came.
I heard you have.
It looks like he has the only food in town.
When are we gonna eat?
Yeah, basically, I was
Didn't
the
mean to
extra
keep you
contest
waiting.
decades ago for a chance to win the replica from Majora's Mask. Oh, you know, that would have been so cool. Like, you know, as somebody who, that's my favorite game, and somebody who wanted to play bass guitar, like, I absolutely would have, like, that would have been like my prized possession if I won a replica of Mikao's guitar. Like, I don't know if I would excitedly play it or be afraid to play it. Like, that's like the coolest prize I could have ever had. I don't see any grocery stores around here. I guess there's a farm. Yeah, the game did get us on the topic of music.
Sorry about that, kiddo. I'll whip something up on the dump.
I will say I did back in the day like Rock Band a lot, and my favorite instrument, guitar was alright, but I most liked playing drum and doing vocals on them because they were the most like the actual thing. The guitar didn't feel like you were, like, if you've ever played a guitar, it doesn't feel much like it. But the drums, pretty much, you're drumming, you're hitting things to a rhythm, you're drumming. And the vocals obviously are singing. So, like, those are the two I really liked to play in Rock Band. That was fun. Like the fishbone guitar, yeah, it was really cool.
You got it.
You seem like a really nice guy.
Oh,
Nice.
me?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. You even let Tommy and his friends practice here. I don't think most restaurant owners would do that.
Well, I ain't like most
That's no
restaurant
big deal.
owners. I'm Bob Fox.
Look at their faces. Who could say no to that? Reminds me of my younger days. I was a bit of a...
I'd go to this guy's restaurant. Like,
Thanks for everything, Bob.
You know it says gratitude. Spending
oh,
some
I don't know.
money.
I didn't like that, but
Perfected the art of sipping a single soda so slowly. That's kids. What can you do?
fair. You gotta run a business.
What would you like to eat, kiddo?
Anything good.
Oh, well, in that case, I've got just the thing for you.
Picks the priciest thing.
Salmon rice burger.
Oh, we saw a sign for that. I don't know why I like the sound of that. I am very picky about salmon. I could go for the chili dog right now. That sounds good. They don't have regular burgers. They have salmon rice burgers and chicken burgers, but no regular burgers.
It's the most popular item on the menu.
I've never eaten a rice burger before.
It's a tasty salmon fillet nestled
Buns of
between
rice.
buns of rice.
Interesting.
We top it with our special sauce. Your taste buds won't know what hit them.
Well, you do make it sound good. I'll
Let's
take
go with
two.
Bob Fox. Yeah. It sounds like a showbiz name. It does sound like a showbiz name. Like a stage name.
Can you even eat that much?
I could eat 8.
He ate?
I'm starving.
I was thinking 2.
You'll pack away 2, no problem. And what do you have, miss?
I'll just have one of them.
Coming right up. They'll be ready in a jiffy, so just hang on.
I want that chili dog, though.
Does my dad come here a lot?
Sure does. Doc Robbins is one of my regulars. Comes with his buddy, the director of JC Valley.
Oh, wow. He's friends with Elizabeth's dad?
They sure seem to get along.
Wait, who's friend of the dad? Oh. Your dad. Well, I mean, that's his boss.
Take a look at that table near the entrance.
The one next to the wall with the photos?
Yep. That's the... They always look at those photos. Chatting, laughing, having a great time.
Wow.
Dr. Robbins himself is in one of the pictures. Have a look. All right, it's ready.
That was quick.
I now present to you the salmon rice burger.
Oh, it smells great.
I'd try
so
it. I'm not a big, like, Sam. Oh wow, you
Let's
already
dig in.
had one. Oh, you're probably just holding it. I'm very picky with salmon. So.
It was just as good as it looked. Thank you so much.
Like,
yeah, it was
my
super tasty.
ideal fish is probably catfish. Catfish is really good.
Jeez, Matthew, you really must have been
He has
starving.
no money.
Now, could I
Living off
interest you
whatever
in
he
some
steals
dessert?
from campers.
No way, I'm stuffed. I'm gonna check out the photos.
Not much of a fish person. I'm a big seafood person in general. I could live off of purely seafood and tropical fruit and nothing else, like for the rest of my life. I would not be upset. Only like seafood and tropical fish. There you go, either drumming. Like, I'm gonna be having seafood for my birthday next month. Mustard and hot sauce really been growing on me lately. Must be growing up. I guess I didn't like mustard and hot sauce until I was an adult. Free condiments. I would hope the condiments are free. It'd be crappy just charging for condiments. These token gumballs for this. And this place serves alcoholic drinks too. Dad likes to drink now and then. I wonder how often he comes here for one. Staff furniture going with. Oh, they have more stuff. They just showed at the right half of the menu. Chef salad, chicken salad, apple pie, pecan pie, sweet potato pie. I don't like pecans, but a good sweet potato pie. Yeah, I'd get the chili dog and a sweet potato pie, and I don't know what drinks you have. You don't show those on your menu. Crab, shrimp, and mussel. I don't like mussels. That's one of the few seafood things I don't like. They're a little too tough for me. Clams alright. I found I've actually kind of less and less been into clams as I've gotten older. I used to have them all the time, and a good clam chowder's good, though I'd much prefer a good, like, lobster bisque or something. Or crab bisque or she crab soup. Well, a good clam chowder is good. It's just, it's hard for me to find one that's, like, I'm picky with it, I guess. But growing up, we had clam bakes all the time, where we'd, like, my extended family, my dad's side of the family, we'd all, they just get, like, dozens of bags of clams, and they'd boil them, and you'd have clams, you'd dip them in butter. You get a bag of clams, maybe two, if have like a couple dozen clams dipped in butter. That's what you have. And they're good. The texture's a little weird sometimes to me for clams. So my aunt would eat them raw, live, like pry the shells open and just eat them, and I was like, I'm not doing that. Your playthrough, you bought everything with the card that registered building the moment you said it. Yeah, no, I did too. I bought everything. I have some of the food items still. I'm gonna eat them slowly. New fonts on the wall looks like Paper Mario text. Solid body guitar, use an acoustic electric one. Can rock out so hard with one of these, and an effects pedal. I don't think I had a pedal. I had a whammy bar. Yeah, that is basically my guitar, but black instead of red. I also have one of those big amps too, but I can't afford much more than a guitar right now. I'll have one of those someday. I also have an amp, but an electric guitar needs an amp. So take practice seriously. I probably shouldn't interrupt.
Amazing.
Okay. Yeah, that guitar's kind of cool. I'm kind of a fan though of this style of guitar, which I don't know how much they're used anymore, because this is decade and a half ago. Check out the photos on the check out the photos on the wall. Photos on the wall. Those photos on that wall. Frame photos are hung side by side.
This may be the first time I've seen Dad having fun.
Is he playing keyboard there? Maybe he plays while he...
The three of us first hit it off when we started talking music. Nowadays, we're fishing buddies.
No third thing? Wanna own a... And drink a soda called Cool
You all
Pop?
talked about music?
Oh no, that sounds sketchy and generic.
Does my dad even like
Ashley,
music?
everybody likes music.
Does he ever? In fact, when
I've
he
never
was
met
younger,
someone that's just like, I don't like music. That sounds wild to me, the idea that somebody just wouldn't like music. Like, even if they just like classical music or something, or are very picky. Like, people like music. I can't imagine not liking music. That's weird to be like, does my dad like music?
He's no slouch on piano, you know.
I didn't know, actually. I can't believe he can play piano.
He told me he played keyboard in a rock band back in the day. Rex and I were crazy about the guitar, same as Tommy. We all got pretty jazzed up going on about those days, so...
You try clam fresh and raw once when you go to the sea farm right from the sea itself. That's very risky. There's a lot of parasites and stuff that raw clams, especially straight from the sea, can give you. Same with oysters. You have to be very careful with that. I wouldn't do it. I don't want to eat anything that's still alive like that. That's why I won't eat oysters, raw oysters, because raw oysters are alive. I don't want to chew something that's still alive. I'm like breathing, I just do it because I have to. I will say in terms of clams, I actually, probably my ideal way is clam strips, is to have clams at this point, but anything's good fried. Don't like breathing. No, actually.
The three of us tried jamming together.
No, seriously? Why would Dad hide that from
I
me?
think he's hiding it, he just didn't talk about it.
Do you go fishing with my dad a lot?
Oh yeah, the three of us. I taught them everything they know. Of course, your dad and Rex are still beginners, but they seem to be enjoying
I
themselves.
know,
all the
this is
same.
back in 6th grade, made me think how the teacher didn't deny us because of that. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Kids will do that stuff all the time because, you know, you don't know better. I read a story just a few days ago about, because I, for some reason, went on this random rabbit hole of reading about people eating slugs, which is not very common. Not as common as snails. Like, there's not a lot of cultures that eat slugs for numerous reasons. But, like, I found lots of warnings to never, ever eat a slug because they have so many possible parasites. And, like, there was a not that long ago news example of some kid in, I think, Australia ate a raw live slug as a dare and ended up, it was by kid, I mean teenager, but ended up getting meningitis and survived, but became paralyzed for the rest of his life because he ate one slug and because of the parasite. And the parasites aren't meant to infect human hosts, and when they do, they go into the brain of the thing they infect, and they go into the human brain, and they just keep digging through your brain, which is awful. So, like, yeah, eating anything raw is risky. Fish, sushi places, it's not super risky. They have very strict health codes, but, like, something like that, and sushi, the fish are still treated for sushi. A lot of them are even frozen, which especially kills stuff. Just never eat anything raw from nature without, in the case of fruits and veggies, cleaning it. In the case of animal matter, usually cooking it. Does not usually get to do anything else unless you really know what you're doing. I will never have fugu. raw blowfish, because I'm not eating anything that if the chef prepares it wrong, I die.
I had no idea.
I thought all Dad did was sit in a dimly lit room doing research. Go see his friends just like a normal person. If you're into fish, no matter how high in the restaurant is, will not. You just run it. Yeah, fugu now. Fugu. I like my sushi. I will not do fugu. I'm super curious what fugu tastes like, but it's not worth it. That guy, oh man, it's the captain. Are these two brothers? So he's brothers with the captain. No wonder they look the same. Okay. It's an old photo.
Oh, wow, it's Bob. He's so young. I feel like I've seen that food stand somewhere before.
Brain blast!
Thank you. Huh. Japanese food that uses salmon. Well, rice balls with salmon are probably my favorite.
I just remembered. Mom got food from this stand.
Oh, that's me from a long time ago. I was a bit more handsome
Hey,
then.
dude, you're still handsome, and I say that as a straight guy. Like, I would hope I aged that well.
This was before I had the food hut, so about 13 years ago.
13 years ago.
This fine diner started out as a humble food stand. I wanted a convenient way to sell my burgers. I'd set up shop wherever there were tourists. Sold hamburgers.
Well, you don't sell hamburgers now.
What changed?
Well, it's not exactly that the burgers weren't popular, but they lacked that special something. Never sold out. I started thinking and realized what was missing. I needed a centerpiece, a real showstopper.
Oh, I know. You're talking about the salmon rice burger, aren't you?
Bingo! Of course, I didn't come up with it all by my lonesome. It's quite the funny story, in fact.
Everyone crossed brain blast. Oh no! Every time it happens, it's brain blast for me because of the way their heads expand because of the effect. It has to look like that in the 50s. Yeah.
One of my customers inspired it.
Oh, my customer. Wow.
They gave me a tip that
Her mom made salmon burgers or salmon rice burgers.
Who was the customer?
She was a tourist who came to visit the mermaid statue. Now that I think about it, her eyes were just like yours. Had a young girl with her. She said she was meeting an old friend by the clock tower.
Really? You're not gonna say anything, Ashley?
A customer gave you a tip?
Yep, a fine tip indeed. I'm pondering how to use the salmon I caught in the lake. I wanted to make some sort of specialty. But back then, all I could make was hamburgers. I tried a few different salmon burgers, but I couldn't quite nail the level of quality I was looking for. As I'm racking my brain over it, a woman came up to the stand. She mentioned she was Japanese. I thought she might have a good idea for a recipe.
She was Japanese?
And I'll never forget what she said. Rice balls was probably my favorite. She said you take the rice and ball it up around the fish. That was my eureka moment. Maybe salmon goes better with rice than with bread. So how about I try using rice for the bun? After that, I needed to puzzle out the best way to cook the fish. So after a little trial and error, the salmon rice burger was born.
That's quite the story. It must have been Mom who
Not
gave
gonna
Bob
tell
the
him?
tip. But who was Mom meeting at the clock tower? An old friend? Who could that be?
For Ashley's royalties.
Oh, that was so good.
You should at least tell him, hey, that was my mom that gave you that tip.
How was it, kiddo? Meet your standards?
Yeah, I've never had a burger like that. I would like fish a lot more if it all tasted like that.
Very good.
Ready to go, Matthew?
Yup, I feel a lot better.
Come back soon, Ashley. Got it?
I will. Hey, Tommy, Janet, I'm heading out.
See you later, Ashley.
I do like
See ya.
Janet.
Good luck with practice.
Thanks.
An interesting convo to read. I don't see why you wouldn't say that. That's weird not to tell the person.
Let's hurry back to your dad's cottage.
Right. We'll use his computer to look into the pollution.
Oh, crap. Maybe. No!
How about
I didn't scan the... Well, they better let me back in eventually because there was a crane in there and I didn't get it. Captain. Captain of the ferry that took Jessica and me to Blood Edward Island 2 years ago. He's actually a lot nicer than he looks. I never thought I'd see him again, let alone here at Lake Juliet. The picture makes him look like he's good friends with Bob. I wonder how they know each other. I think about it, they look sort of similar. Could these guys be brothers? It reminds me, we found an RC boat in the boathouse. Thought the doll in the back of it looked familiar, but now I'm thinking it must have been modeled up to the captain. I wonder what he's up to now. I hope he's doing well. I did think that about the doll, but I didn't say it because I was focusing on a lot of things. Do well to come back good. I mean, if I won't, it'd just be like, oh well, it's not going to be 100%. Not resetting.
Ashley.
Train you missed, not sure able to get.
Huh? Ashley, come on.
Ryan?
Go on ahead, Matthew. I'll catch up.
Actually, so it's the connection of JC
okay.
got the parents here, yeah.
Sorry to surprise you. I wanted to speak, just the two of us. This is my cottage.
He
Let's
looks
talk
so
inside.
much like an anime villain. Ryan's cottage. Because I don't want to make a mistake. Is this... No, I don't think this is where I am. Where am I? Ryan's cottage. Well, let me see the map here. I'll just have to do a quick look. Zexion Fair, yeah. And secret. Yeah, the proper teen angst kind, yeah. Oops.
Ah.
I missed it. I saw an infomercial about this before. I wonder if it does all the things it claimed. Ryan must have been seen it on TV and wondered the same thing. There's a big bookshelf for so few books. I always imagine researchers' homes being packed floor to ceiling with books. Just make sure there's... I don't know if this is one of the places that has... Your standard look matches the room. No clothes on it though, maybe he keeps them in a closet? Ryan is just a sus of the John Smith guy. The John Smith guy I don't feel like is bad though. Bedroom must be passed here. It's pretty rude to go into someone's bedroom without permission. It's rude to go anywhere in their house without permission, but you did that, so... A little late. Style sofa is honestly perfect for Ryan. That's good for napping on. Again, these to have the dialogue history, so convenient. Yeah, I've gotten to a point where I really don't like when they don't, because I zone out a lot, and then I miss stuff. Plus sometimes I accidentally hit a button and skip a line.
I have no need for possessions. I don't spend much time here.
Too busy at work, huh? Sounds familiar.
Something like
Need
that.
for possessions, jeez.
But perhaps not as busy as you.
What do you mean?
Are you not? You've been wandering all
Been
over
watching
Lake
me?
Juliet, haven't you?
I guess you've seen me around.
I have.
I'm looking for friend's dad.
Is that so?
He disappeared 5 years ago, so I'm trying to help my friend figure out where he went. We found a lot of information, but nothing really helpful yet.
I see.
I guess it sounds weird when I say it like that, huh?
No, it's understandable. Would you tell me your friend's name?
Matthew Crusoe.
Crusoe. Is this friend of yours related to Crusoe Resort?
You know about it?
I do. It's not a secret.
Yeah, why
I
wouldn't
believe
everyone
everyone in
know?
town is familiar.
Pretty seems common knowledge here.
You said everyone knows about Crusoe Resort.
To click through accident sections. They said yeah, same. I'll save the game and load a previous one just to see what I missed. Yeah, I mean sometimes that happens and I get upset, but I don't usually reload. But I do get upset if I miss a line, and just because I'm curious what they said. Most of the time, it's not even anything major. But
Well, if they do, nobody seems to want to talk about it.
Is that so?
Dan the forest ranger said that something bad
I also
happened.
like when you can replay with like the voice acting thing, because I like to hear the voice actors how they read it.
You wouldn't give me any details, though.
There is a likely reason why they can't talk about it. Sometimes we know the truth, but wish to hide it.
Do you know something? If you do,
It doesn't
you
have
to
to,
tell
but-
me.
You and I are a lot alike.
What?
I believe that since meeting you at the campsite. We have many things in common. We both lost a mother. We both treasured Sayoko. And we both have a strong desire to learn the truth.
Stop changing the subject. Tell me what you know about Crusoe Resort.
There's nothing for me to tell. Nothing you don't already know. The accusations that the resort polluted the lake are false.
Really? The resort's not responsible?
That's correct.
Then who's to blame? Who framed Crusoe Resort for the
Who
pollution?
Framed Crusoe Resort, my favorite movie with cartoon characters and live action. Henry plays voicing. Yeah, I know. I saw. I like it. I do that in Persona all the time. Also, both Persona games I've played.
Now that you will learn in time.
I'm getting a little headachy. What's going on? My head feels fuzzy.
You must be exhausted. Don't push yourself too hard. Curiosity is not a sin, Ashley. But don't forget, the real reason you came to Lake Juliet. There's someone waiting here for you.
Ryan, I gotta get to my dad's. Matthew must be worried about me.
I understand.
What's that?
Oh, this?
It's beautiful.
It's a kaleidoscope. A memento of my mother. It's broken, but you can still see a cherry blossom in it. Looking through this always made Sayoko miss Japan.
What's your relation to Sayoko?
My mom used this?
I'm sure I'll find out, but this guy is sus. This guy is very sus. Does that grave just say Ryan? Is he a ghost?
What's wrong?
I remember my mom holding this. Did you meet up with my mom 13 years ago?
No.
But I remember it.
Is it possible that this memory from 13 years ago is from a different place?
What do you mean a different place?
What?
Your hippocampus myelinates so rapidly. Despite your superb neural pathways, you are still susceptible to false recall.
What did you just say?
I have memories that I recall incorrectly too. I fell gravely ill when I was young. My father treated me. That was when I first met his assistant, Sayoko.
Oh, so your father's assistant was Sayoko. We don't know who was Sayoko was the assistant to in that project, but we know that she was working with, that they had ulterior motives when they hired Ashley's dad, Richard. So we don't know who this is.
Really?
The treatments were painful. Sayoko kept my spirits high. I'd give her this kaleidoscope before each session. And afterward, I'd wake up, and there she was. She'd hand me the kaleidoscope, smile, and say,
You were so brave, Ryan. Your mom was watching over you, I'm sure.
But one day, I awoke to find myself alone. Sayoko should have been by my side. Surely that's a false recall.
I had no idea.
I'm glad we had a chance to talk.
Yeah, me too. See you later.
Man, this is a long chapter. But I did get distracted by a lot of talking this chapter.
Huh?
Isn't implantation of memories a false recall, though, Dragon?
We're seriously going?
No complaining.
Yo, Janet. And that guy.
Hey, Ashley!
I thought you were going to your dad's. How'd you end up here?
Oh, just taking the scenic route.
So you're free. You should come with us.
Wait, what? Where?
Elizabeth's place.
Why me?
Strength in numbers.
What?
We're going to get to the bottom of this Elizabeth situation. Like, ask her why she doesn't come to practice. Aren't you curious?
A little, but...
Then it's settled.
Yeah, come with us.
I mean, I kind of am worried about Matthew. I don't think it matters.
I don't know. I have a friend waiting for me.
Is that the kid you were with at Bob's?
Yeah,
Where's he at now?
waiting at my dad's cottage.
Oh, he'll be fine. It's not like he's a little kid.
Well, sure, but...
Our band's future is at stake. Please come with us.
Okay, fine. But I can't
Okay,
keep
well,
my
I
friend
picked
waiting
the one
much
all
longer.
that you picked. I mean,
I knew
as
you'd
much as I
understand.
was curious, I was
Now
like,
let's go,
if
go, go.
the morally right thing here feels like we are obligated. We said we'd help Matthew and we'd be back there, and it's kind of a jerk move to just not go back there right away. Especially when it's limited time. It's a lot more story heavy than the first. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can misremember stuff without memory master. Human memory is very susceptible to suggestion. You can be told something, and then you remember it that way, even if it didn't happen that way.
Ugh, it's useless. I don't get a word of this. Ugh.
If we don't find anything today...
Yeah, exactly. You told the boy this, and now you're like blowing him off, and one day he is.
We're running out of time.
You know, she isn't fond of Ashley. I don't really like Elizabeth. Elizabeth is a Mean Girls plastic. Okay, I was worried we wouldn't get to the end of chapter 4 today.